Hello everybody, it's AskPat13. Welcome back to another live stream. Today, we are doing the Gamers8 Grand Finals, not Grand Finals, Semifinals. I'm getting ahead of myself, but it is the final day. We will have the championship later on today, and the first match is going to be Falcons, who are getting introduced right now, versus Version1. Welcome in everybody. I know that this was a much anticipated stream. Let me quickly get the link going for people who are in the Discord. Speaking of the Discord, you know, anyone that's watching this either currently or the VOD, you're always welcome to join. Lots of people in there now. And slowly growing, slowly growing. Welcome, everybody. We got a lot of people in chat. Invincible Kirby already here. Falcons on top. Got a lot of Falcons fans in chat. Speaking of fans, let me get my esport hat on. I almost forgot. It's a classic of the stream now. A returning thing. Oh, my hair's probably all messed up. That's alright. We'll roll with it. We'll roll with it. We're here. We're here. Hello, Eshan. Again, hello, Kirby. Welcome, Invincible. Welcome, everybody in. Let me get this link here, and let me notify everybody in the Discord, although most of you already have seen it. If you are in the Discord, you can probably tell when I've gone live, but let me quickly.
With a shot at $500,000 on the line for the winner.
Boom. I have now notified everybody, so we're all ready to start. And again, this is the first of 2 semifinals today, and we will have the grand finals as well. No worries, Kirby. No worries if you can't stay long. But we got Falcons version 1. Later on, we got Rule 1 versus Team BDS. I'm repping BDS here with my shirt, but you're welcome to cheer on whoever you want to. And it's all on the line today. We will find out the winner of perhaps the last international tournament of 2023 for Rocket League Esports. This might be the last big tournament for a long while. So a lot of stakes, a lot of money on the line, $2 million. I put that in the thumbnail today because it is quite a lot of money. No worries, Invincible. Kirby also we got more Falcons fans in chat. I'm not breaking my monitor. Who do we got casting here? We got JamesBot versus Corelli. Very nice to see. Very nice to see. I'm excited here. It's Falcons version 1. I think you have to obviously imagine Falcons are the favorite. They came out and won their group. Meanwhile, version 1 actually got second place coming out of their group because they lost to version 1. So Falcons here undefeated in series so far. And they just took down... Who did they take down? Gen G to get here. Version 1 took down Oxygen. Oxygen and Version 1 went to a Game 7, so a very close series for Version 1. Meanwhile, Falcons had a much easier time against Gen G, only dropping 1 game. So, much better here, again, so far in the tournament from Falcons, but it is either team's game. I don't want to undersell Version 1 here. They've come out and proven why they should be given, you know, a second look here, and why they belong in the semifinals, but they're gonna have to prove a lot more to take Falcons down. Falcons again looking very strong in all 3 game modes. Something that happened yesterday, interesting for anyone that isn't aware, Beast Mode was playing the 1v1s, not Daniel. So we'll have to see if he continues to play the 1v1s. For anyone, also any new viewers, this tournament is crew battle, so it is not just 3v3s. There's a mix-up of 3s, 1s, and 2s games. So all 3 game modes in Rocket League, and it'll be interesting to see, again, who Version 1 chooses to play in their 1v1. They have 2 players that have the ability to do it, Beast Mode and Daniel, probably going to pick Beast Mode. And on the other side, Falcons also have 2 players that are good 1v1ers. They have Nupo, who is their brand new pickup just before this event started, a prodigy of his own right, and also TRK, a long-standing veteran of this Falcons roster who is well-known for his 1v1 prowess. So we'll see who they pick to play, probably TRK, but you never know for sure. And here we are, we're going to get right into Game 1, best of 7, lots of money on the line here. Who's going to come out on top? TRK, he wants to start off with a bang! Almost, but it is saved by Daniel. A little bit of a weak shot from TRK, but still very early on in the series, just 10 seconds in now. Falcons, they are getting more of this offense early. TRK, another shot saved by Beast Mode. So, a nice start here from Falcons. They're starting quick, but they're going to need to sink one almost from Nupo, and it will be tapped in by Ahmad. So, Ahmad gets the first goal here for Falcons off a brilliant pass from Nupo. Almost a goal here of his own right. Double tap saved by Khan, but he can't do more. Khan gets the first save, but it's not enough. And they start strong here. Strong start from Falcons.
TRK getting the demo on the back line. Now Poe knowing that the best way to take advantage of that demo is to push the tempo, try to get a shot on net as fast as possible. Take advantage.
Oh, another shot, and it's going to be a goal from Nupo. I get distracted reading the chat, reading in Discord. Nupo, he's got his team a second goal. Getting the assist on the first goal, the unassisted goal here on the second goal. Beast Mode just tapped it right back at Nupo. Perhaps a mistake from Beast Mode, but you have to imagine Nupo's forcing out these mistakes early. This is a good sign for Falcons. Again, we knew they were the favorites coming into this match, but you never know in Rocket League. Crazier upsets have happened. So it's good to see Falcons, you know, they're taking that role here of the higher seed coming in. They're going to show why they deserve that higher seed, why they deserve to be invited to this event. Falcons, a nice shot on net. That time, though, it will go wide. Finally, a look here for Version1. Their first good look on net. Calm, nearly sinking it. It's still dangerous for Falcons, but Beast Mode can't not put it in. Daniel, though, a slap shot here, saved by TRK. And that was a nice set of Version1 offense, but they still haven't been able to sink their first goal. Oh, a bump from Calm. Almost on net. A shot there, but not quite. TRK, what's he got? Let me know, guys, what you think of the new look. Let me know if it is 1080p. I have changed the stream slightly. I do believe we are in 1080p. Let me know if I've done something wrong. Yes, Sean, the match has started. We are now a minute 30 in. Falcons up 2 goals. They are looking better here. Version1, they took a while. They finally got some shots on net here, but they still have not managed to get a threatening enough shot to get a goal. Beast Mode wanting to get that first goal I speak of, but no, not quite. It's pass from TRK. A new ball, a back pass. Nice play there, but Daniel finally sees the ball away. And then, again, it's looking dangerous here for Version1. You have to imagine. Okay, nice. I'm glad I fixed it. Nicely done here. Oh, TRK. Another shot. Again, piling on the shots are Falcons. Version1 have not had as much offense by comparison. Oh, and it's going to be another goal. The offensive pressure does lead to a concession here from Version1. Nicely done. Welcome, KMT. Yeah, I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. That's a nice goal there. Well done. Nupo, he's popping off. He is popping off so far. He has had... What was that, his second goal, right? And he's got an assist? Or it's either 2 assists and 1 goal, or 2 goals and 1 assist. And another goal! Is that a hat trick from Nupo? I think it is. I'm not too sure, but no, he's been involved in every goal. That's the thing I do know for sure. He's either scored or assisted all 4 of these goals. Nupo showing why he deserves this spot on Falcons. How he's going to elevate them to an incredible performance here. Welcome KMT, welcome Funi, welcome everybody to the chat. We are just getting started here. It's going to be a long day of Rocket League, although not as long as yesterday, just 3 series today. We have these semifinal matchups and then 1, grand finals to seal it all. For the first time in Rocket League Esports history, that we have a chance here at getting 2 Middle East teams in the grand finals. That would be quite fascinating. Obviously, it's not RLCS, but this is still a very meaningful tournament. Nupo, he wants to make that happen, or at least Falcons anyway. He gets them another goal here. 5 goals the better now. You have to imagine this game's pretty much over. V1, they've already lost game 1 and barely halfway in. Hey, Funny, I'm doing good. Having a good day. Having a good day so far. I'm going to be nervous for the second series, that's for sure. But so far, so good. Nupo, maybe another goal. Beast Mode does get a save, but Version1, they're in shambles. They're down 5 goals, and it's not looking good. You have to imagine, again, I think this game's pretty much over, but you still want Version1, if you are a Version1 fan, I mean, you want them to score a goal here to get some momentum, and they will. Calm does get that momentum goal. It helps stem the bleeding, end the Falcons' run. You never want to get perfect swept, and so obviously scoring in the first shirt is nice. I got a BDS shirt at the Spring Major, Funi, because I was cheering them on, and I wore it in the grand final, and yeah, that didn't go so well. So maybe a bad luck shirt. We'll see. Nicely done from Daniel. A tap downfield. Nupo does see it away, and Version1 looking stronger here. Calm scoring his second goal. I called this game over. Version1 trying to prove me wrong. They're still down 3 goals, though. Not a ton of time. Nupo, he's been incredible, but he doesn't get that save. Can't quite get that save. Take that shirt off. No, guys. Hey, you're welcome to cheer on whoever you want to cheer on. I'm cheering on BDS for the next semifinal coming up. I am going to, obviously, I think it is completely fair to say it would be the most boring winner we have 3 teams here that would be a surprise, not a surprise, because I thought Falcons were going to be the grand finals. For the record, I predicted Falcons into the grand finals. So I don't think it would be that much of a surprise if they won. But you have to imagine if Rule 1 or Version 1 win, that's pretty much a very surprising result. Meanwhile, BDS, one of the, European big 3 we have right now, probably the most boring result because it would be continued European domination. I don't think BDS are the favorites, especially if they have to face Falcons. But we'll see how that goes. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, though, because Falcons still have to get through Version 1. They are going to take this game, it does appear, but they still have to finish out the rest of the series. And Version 1, they're piling on the goals. They don't want to lose this game. Now they're only 2 goals out. We've had a massive swing here. Falcons 5 goals up. Now concede 3 in a row. Beast Mode chasing the demo. And another goal here, this time from Daniel.
Beast Mode, Daniel, synergy. Beast Mode caught him as he came in and out on the goal.
Eshan, your girlfriend was Rule 1 versus Vitality, her favorite series or something? Oh, dangerous looks here for Version 1, but they do see it away. Another goal from Falcons would seal the game. But no, almost a goal from Version 1. Can you imagine if they got 4 goals here, they'd only be down 1. An incredible comeback, and it will be! Beast Mode scores. What a comeback. They're only down 1 goal now. I call this game a bit too early. Version 1 still in this game here. How have they conceded? How? I don't understand. But 4 in a row for Version 1, and now Falcons. You need to stop this now. You can't let Version 1 in here. If you let them take this game, that's got to be a massive blow to the mentality. Beast Mode pops it just a tad too high. Daniel, what can he do? Somehow gets that central. I am in shock, but Nupo does see it away. A pinch off the sidewall. 50 by Calm. Nice 50 from Calm. Now Beast Mode gets the ball, but TRK, a nice challenge, takes it away from him. But Daniel's going to get an air dribble out of it. Ooh, a dunk here from Ahmad. Falcons again. They only have to burn the clock here. 10 seconds to go. They just cannot concede. Beast Mode, a 50 with TRK. Daniel taps it high, but there's no boost on the Version 1 side. Daniel, another 50. Beast Mode somehow keeps it alive, but Nupo hits it down the field. Now Beast Mode has to keep it up. He somehow does, but it is spiked down. Falcons take game 1. Almost a throw of epic proportions, but they do manage to lock down Version 1 in that final 20-30 seconds. Scary, though, for Falcons. That's not the look they want to have. They had that game under wraps, and they nearly let it away from them. But a win's a win. You take those. You meant grand finals. Sorry, Eshan. Yeah, grand finals. I also had, I had Falcons Version 1. I had Falcons Vitality. Oh my gosh. In the grand finals. Obviously, Vitality losing to Rule 1. Not a complete shocker. I also had Rule 1 Vitality playing in the first round, although the results were very different to get there. I just predicted the wrong way. I think I did call it a Game 7, or at least a Game 6. But yeah, Rule 1 definitely stepped up more than I expected. A lot of people are saying Vitality was like not playing as well. Perhaps possible, but I think it was a step up from Rule 1, and the benefit of their very strong in 2s and 1s. Rawas, an incredible 1s player. Falcons, though, they're incredibly strong on their own, but they're going to need a little more grit, I think, to take this series. Conceding 4 goals in a row is not a good look here in Game 1. I still think they're obviously the favorites to take the series, but Version 1 is putting up a fight here. You're going to need to see more out of Falcons to prevent those comebacks. Yeah, Sean. Falcons went up 5 goals, and then they conceded 4 in a row. So, an interesting game to start the series. Again, kind of hard to read both teams. Both teams having extended runs of scoring and extended periods of struggles on defense. Perhaps TRK trying to end that, but no, he goes for a back pass instead. Nupo's now is going to get the ball. Beast Mode with the aerial challenge. Nupo maybe getting it over him. Not quite a 50, but it's still dangerous. Daniel. Ooh, nice flick. It could be in. And it is. Daniel will start off the scoring here. They chose 2v2, and they're proving why that was the right decision here. I've said it, and I'll say it again. Version 1's strongest mode, especially for this crew battle format, is 2v2. I think that is their bread and butter. Daniel and Beast Mode are a very strong pair, and even though they're facing one of the other top-tier 2v2 squads in TRK and Nupo, you have to imagine Version 1 can easily take this 2v2. Falcons, they're going to want to take this game and really make the series easier on themselves, because after that scare in 3v3, I'll just call what it is. They had a scare in 3v3 in that first game. They're going to want to take this to avoid more pressure from those 3v3s in the future. If they lose here, suddenly game 3 is looking a little sketchy for Falcons. A nice touch, but no, it is blocked away by Version1. Now Falcons, though, again on the offense. One demo. It's off the backboard. Nupo to TRK. Daniel! What a save out of Daniel. Nicely done. Nupo now hitting it central. Daniel a long clear. TRK is going to collect the ball and go up the backboard here. Watchparty says it is both. Yeah, Vitality not playing up to standard and Rule 1 went insane. That is fair. Watching your video of Worlds and you're saying Rule 1 to do is good. Oh yeah, I saw that comment. It was a late comment, but yeah, I saw it. Then the day you left the comment, they won. Yeah, it happens. Well, for the record, I mean, yeah, Rule 1, kind of just an underperformance at Worlds, especially now that we've seen them at Gamers8, and I know this is a different format. But I feel fair saying that I think they just underperformed at Worlds. Maybe it was the pressure. World Championship has a lot of prestige. That even Gamers8, although it is a very important tournament, doesn't have that same level of prestige, and perhaps the prestige is what makes them nervous. It's not even the money in that situation, because this tournament has almost the same amount of money as World Championship. Probably just the knowledge that they're playing in the World Championship might, you know, get them a bit nervous. But Rule 1, when they're not nervous, are very deadly, as evidenced here by Gamers8 by beating Vitality in a sweep, including 2 3v3s. Nupo, he hits us off the backboard. Falcons, oh, can't quite equalize. And let me get back into discussing this game here, because in this 2v2, Falcons are down 1 goal. They have half the game left now. Half the game has gone by. And if they lose this game, they're going to, Version1 are going to tie the series right back up. And another thing to note is Version1 are now on a 5-goal streak. They have scored 5 goals unanswered from Falcons, even in the loss. Because for anyone that's just joining in, Falcons may have won the first game, but they conceded 4 goals in a row in the closing moments. So Falcons, oh, came out to an early 5-goal lead, then conceded 4. Nearly taking a goal there are Falcons, but they can't quite put it in. Another great stop from Version1. Their defense has suddenly come online. In the very beginning of the series, they struggled. They let 5 goals in. Now their defense is like a brick wall. Beast mode, what's he got? Hits it down the field. TRK, though, should have an easy clear. Easy clear, and it is a pass over to Nupo. Daniel with the 50. Beast mode, back to Daniel, not quite. TRK now. Oh, end-to-end, not quite end-to-end action, but it is a little bit of a give and go on these possessions. Both teams taking their turns on these possessions. TRK now gets the boost spawn. Can he get it over Beast mode? No. Nupo, oh, a dangerous, a risky challenge, but he does get the nice 50 there. Nupo, if he lost that challenge, he would have conceded. He does get it, though. And now TRK threatening shot of his own. Nupo will let it past him. I say let it past him. No, Nupo chooses to catch the ball. Now goes up the wall. Ooh, he is deadly from these positions. Flip reset available. He chooses to fake it out. Nupo a pass to TRK. No, saved by Daniel.
My goodness, Daniel. But still the attack's on for Falcons. It's a nice rebound. They shot again. Blocked by Daniel.
What is happening, guys? Whoa, a nice shot. Hey, keep it kind in the chat. I'm trying to cast this game here. Hey guys, keep it nice in the chat. Oh, close one. Nupo, what's he got?
Back wall again. Demo comes out, so some space here for Beast Mode. Now Po has to pick up the slack.
Beast Mode, he does get it down the line. Oh, it's looking dangerous for Falcons. They have to get a save here. Oh, a nice save out of Nupo, but they're still down 1 goal and only 28 seconds remain. This is dangerous situations for Falcons. TRK, oh, almost loses that ball, but Beast Mode can't quite turn on it. He does turn here, though. A bump on TRK. Nupo, open space, 1v1, but no, Daniel sees it away. 12 seconds now. TRK has to get this all the way down the field, or Falcons are going to lose this 2v2. Nice touch from TRK, but Beast Mode's off the backboard. He touches it down to Daniel. That might be ground, and it is! Version1, take game 2. We have a series on our hands. And again, this was Version1's strongest game mode, but they don't concede any goals. Stellar defense in all 5 minutes. Falcons held scoreless. I can't believe a shutout for Falcons in the 2v2. You don't expect that. A win from Version1, sure, but a shutout in this game, very unexpected. 1 goal was the difference. Both teams, I should say, had good defense. To be fair, it was a 1-goal game, 2v2, that's very rare. So great defense on both sides. But again, the brick wall from Beast Mode and Daniel, combining here for so many incredible saves. Just well played. Daniel, I want to see the stats here on how many saves he did get.
Daniel stepped up and was huge for version 1. Yeah, I don't know if we got to see the scoreboard there, but I think it had to have been close to 15 saves there for version 1. I think Daniel was closing in on 10. You could see it in the player scoreboards there. So it was a defensive masterclass there from version 1. A little worrying though with Falcons getting all that pressure. You feel like you run that one back, Falcons might put away some more goals.
Oh yeah, certainly. I mean, TRK had a couple looks, but Daniel had predicted the shot location. TRK also trying to...
Sorry guys, I'm looking through the chat, guys. Keep it respectful. Keep it respectful. No one here has any, hopefully anyway, has any beef with anybody. I don't know what caused this supposed beef, but keep it, guys. It's just a game of cardball. Don't worry about it. If anything happened, you know, not a big deal. Okay, we're getting into the third game here. Version 1 versus Falcons. For anyone that's new into chat, Falcons won game 1, but now they've conceded 5 goals in a row unanswered. Version 1 looked better in the 2v2. Can they take a game here in 3v3? They did score 4 goals in a row in their last 3v3, but it wasn't enough as Falcons had taken 5 to start the game. So a very interesting series here. Welcome, Yashid. I'm not going to read your name out, but welcome to YS. Yeah, that name. Welcome to the stream. Oh, TRK nearly getting a goal here. It has to be said again. Falcons now have not scored in over 5 minutes. Meanwhile, version 1, although that includes a 2v2. Meanwhile, version 1 on a 5-goal streak here, unanswered. Can they make it 6? They're certainly going to want it. This game is a huge swing game here. The winner of this game is going to probably be favored moving on in this series, although there is a 1v1 coming up, and you favor Falcons in that. Falcons, though, a nice boom down the field. Daniel reads it off the backboard.
Like we said, game 1 felt very sleepy.
Oh, TRK nearly on net, saved by Beast Mode. Oh, Calm forced to make a save off his own backboard. It's dangerous, but he does get it away. Nupo now, making it threatening. Falcons, again, lots of offense, but they haven't been able to convert a goal in over 5 minutes. Amon now forced into a save. Version 1 back on their own offensive tear. They are on a 5-goal streak here, extending now to the 3rd game. Nupo into the corner. It's mid for TRK, but not quite. He can't quite get the read. Now it's dangerous for Falcons. Version 1 look to counter. It's hit into the corner. Nupo collects the ball here. Ooh, twirling around. He does get it past 1, but he can't quite find the read on Beast Mode. Beast Mode hits it to the sidewall, but Ahmad is there. Daniel, though, a nice read into pass to Calm. Thankfully for Falcons, they saved that away, and now they're going down the other way. Daniel, though, gets the ball to Beast Mode. It's dangerous for Falcons. Oh, an unfortunate bounce, and Beast Mode falls off the ball. Calm, risky plays here, and now TRK is going to get a clear out of it. Nupo gets the 50. We're halfway through this game, and both teams struggling to score here, and it's not just the defense. I do see less offense coming out of these teams. There's a nice shot, but a nice save from Nupo off the top crossbar, and he now gets it back into the corner. Again, both teams a bit of a pedestrian offense from what we've seen. Perhaps they're taking a bit of a more defensive line after the last 3v3 game, where both teams conceded long streaks of goals. So after a 5-goal streak from Falcons, a 4-goal streak from Version 1, it does look like both teams have turned on the defensive mode. Let's see what they can do here, though. Calm, now hitting it down, only under 2 minutes to go. 1 minute, 48 seconds now. Oh, dangerous looks for Falcons. Ahmad, he has to get it clear, and he does. But Calm will be there. Calm now to Daniel, not quite. Calm to himself off the corner. Oh, no one for Version 1 there. All the players from Falcons missing the ball. Now it's a pass to Daniel, and it's a goal. No! Nupo, what a save. Nice stand on the goal line there from Nupo, but it's not going to be enough unless his teammates can bail him out, and no! Calm will score. Falcons get too much pressure for Falcons. They can't get the saves. Oh, Ahmad, unfortunate misread. TRK doesn't have enough time to get the squishy save. Version 1 now taking a goal. I'm glad you're liking it. I'm trying to get hype because we're semifinals. Obviously, not every moment of every game is hype. But for the semifinals, I think you can get hyped this early in the series. It still is important. Every game matters here when you have teams like this. Version1, if they win these 3v3s, they could win the series. Almost another goal there from Com. Well done again, Version1. They are the underdogs here. They're the team from North America, so you might be not expecting me to say that. But Falcons, this is their home turf, and this is their game mode. They're here playing in Saudi Arabia in the crew battle format that favors them most. They are pretty clearly the favorites here, but they're now losing. They're in a losing position to Version1, down 1 goal, and if they lose this game, they're going to be down in the series as well. 40 seconds to go. Can they turn it around? This is now 6 goals in a row. To be clear, 6 goals in a row for Version1 going all the way back to Game 1. Falcons haven't scored in nearly 10 minutes. In fact, I think at this point, it's fair to say it's been over 10 minutes since Falcons have gotten a goal. Version1, nice tap up there. Beast mode, what's he got? Oh, a nice dribble. Dangerous. This will be game, but no. Falcons keep their game alive here, but with 12 seconds, they need to score quick. TRK, a pass to Nupo. He can't quite get there, but Ahmad does. 5 seconds now. Falcons are desperate for goal. Nupo, midward. Daniel booms it downfield, but they leave it. Beast mode lets it hit ground. Version1 now up 2 games to 1. Very dangerous situation for Falcons, but the good news is they have a 1v1 coming up. You have to favor TRK or Nupo for that matter in the 1v1. Beast mode though, he looked great yesterday, and if Beast mode continues on his form, he could take the 1v1. We'll see what both teams choose. They get to pick which player, so we'll have to see who they choose. That'll help me, you know, talk through the story here of which team I think can come out on top, because both these teams do have one's experience, but again, Falcons definitely the stronger one team. Nupo had some incredible saves, but it's just very unfortunate for him that his teammates couldn't back him up. I think Nupo gets an incredible save. His teammates are in position. Neither Ahmad or TRK can get that final save though, and they do unfortunately concede about over 3 minutes into that game. That said, the series isn't over. They're only down 1 game, and 1v1 is coming up. Let's see how it goes. Thank you guys. I appreciate the kind words. TRK, yeah, he has been playing. I think he will continue, but Nupo, you know, there's always a chance they sub Nupo in. So that's why I'm mentioning it. I do think it will be TRK versus Beast Mode, but we have to see. Is it Daniel? Is it Daniel? I would be shocked, but it sounds from the casters. No, it's not. It's Beast Mode. So we see Beast Mode versus TRK. What I expected. Again, these are the 2 players that have been popping off for their teams. Both these players have won multiple 1v1s so far in the tournament, and especially in the case of TRK, he has been winning 1v1s outside of this tournament as well. In other tournaments, here showing off that prowess, why he is one of the best 1v1 players in the world with a nice goal here over Beast Mode. Beast Mode just ran out of boost there, couldn't quite get a handle on the ball. TRK, a simple goal for him. Falcons, they're going to need this game. I don't know if I mentioned it, but if they lose this game, they are now down 3-1. So winning this game ties up the series. Losing it puts them on match point. TRK needs to secure the W for his team, or they'll be in a dangerous spot. Beast Mode gets the boost. Oh, a dangerous look for TRK. Oh, but Beast Mode can't quite get it on target. That's a bit lucky there. But then the luck doesn't, it runs out. It runs out for TRK. Beast Mode is going to get a goal here. Tie the game right back up. I expect this to be a long game. Both these players have the ability to drive these 1v1s back to a close battle, and especially with the way 1v1s go for any new viewers, 1v1s are very kickoff heavy. There's going to be a lot of goals, a lot of kickoffs. Whoever can have the stronger kickoffs is more likely to win the series, but either way, I expect this one to go perhaps all the way to 0 seconds with the 1-goal lead. We'll see. I do predict a chance at a 0-second play here, although odds are we won't get one of those, but we'll see what happens here. Beast Mode now tying up the game, but TRK, again, still I'd say the favorite. Although Beast Mode, he's looking for a second goal. He wants the lead here. Flip reset, and he will get the lead. Beast Mode, under a minute, now has the lead. Dangerous for TRK. He can definitely fight back, but, you know, going down a goal here, not what he wanted to see. He can't quite read. He doesn't expect the quick flip reset there, so well done from Beast Mode. TRK is no slouch, though. These kickoffs, again, he can score right away. Oh, Beast Mode, a fake kickoff, but that's going to leave him with no boost. Dangerous. TRK can score this. What a shot from TRK. Beast Mode, what a save. It's still dangerous. Beast Mode, the double save. I cannot believe TRK somehow can't get that in. Beast Mode doesn't concede, and now he's going to get a free ball. TRK gives up the ball in an interesting decision, I guess, for boost. Beast Mode may be scoring here, but no. TRK will see it away. Both players here are going to be managing their boost very closely. I've talked about the kickoffs. The other important thing to note with 1v1s is boost management. If you have no boost and the ball is past you, you have conceded. So both these players are going to be looking to keep their boost tanks as full as possible. Dangerous play from Beast Mode as this does empty his boost tank. Now TRK, though, on 0 boost is gonna, and see, that's exact. He doesn't boom the ball down the field until he gets the big boost. Now he's taking possession here. Beast Mode trying to read the play. He does get to 50, but TRK is going to keep the ball, and he still has most of his boost left, although there he's used a decent chunk of it. A shot on net, saved by Beast Mode. Beast Mode, though, dangerous here. Not a lot of boost. TRK may get the goal. It's open net for TRK, and he sinks those open nets. Ties this game right back up. We are now tied up here in Game 4. I can't believe we're already on Game 4. Falcons, though, they've conceded 2 games in a situation most probably would not have expected. You can see the crowd. They're showing it on the right of the screen right now. And indeed, the crowd's right behind Falcons. That's a good point, a good time to point this out in this series. Falcons has the crowd. This is a home crowd advantage for Falcons. Beast Mode, though, he doesn't care about the crowd. He's going to silence them with a 3rd goal. But yes, the crowd here in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, is going to be favoring not just the Saudi Arabian teams, but especially Falcons. The most notable org that originated in Saudi Arabia is obviously still representing Saudi Arabia here. Falcons are the favorites of the crowd. Let's see, can the crowd see their favorites all the way to the grand finals? Or is Beast Mode going to try and put a nail in this coffin? Obviously, they wouldn't be out of the series just yet, Falcons. But you have to imagine, if Beast Mode wins the 1v1, that may be the series there. I don't imagine if Falcons come back after this loss. And it may be 2 goals better now. Quite a bit of time for TRK. This is not over. But Beast Mode, the more goals he piles on here, the harder it's going to be for TRK to come back. We're going to have to see how it goes. Fariz Wakar, welcome to the stream. Falcons just had a switch. They did. They have a new player, Nupo. I have talked about that, but I'll briefly bring it up. Nupo, this is his first international LAN. He is showing up, though. So despite this being his first LAN, he has put on... He's put on a fight for that MVP performance. There is a prize for MVP, by the way, guys. Not only will the champions win the lion's share of the $2 million, but the MVP for the tournament wins $100,000 just for themselves. So we'll have to see who can take home the MVP. And despite being a rookie and new to this land, I feel like Nupo is in the running for that. TRK, though, here is not a newbie, so he has been playing for Falcons for over a year now, I do believe, at least a couple seasons, and he's probably, again, was the favorite in this 1v1. He is the more experienced 1v1er. Beast Mode, though, putting up an impressive fight, can't get the goal there, but he still has a 2-goal lead here. Going into the final 2 minutes, a demo from Beast Mode, he can just burn some time here. Again, 1 minute 48 seconds, he's going to burn time, he's going to go for net. Oh, but not quite on target. Flip acquired. TRK a miss on the backboard, and Beast Mode takes advantage. TRK needed that read on the backboard. Yes, it's a tough read, but it's one he has to make, and unfortunately he can't quite make it, and Beast Mode will score. Now, 3 goals the better. I have seen TRK come back from worse situations, but not a good spot for him. He now has to get 3 goals pretty much in a row. He's going to start off with 1 here, though. That's very nice. A very quick goal, cutting that lead right back down to 2 goals. TRK, if he can get these kickoffs on lock, he can easily come back in this game. In fact, he's probably one of the most well-known players for those 1v1 kickoffs. So let's see what he can do here versus Beast Mode. 1 minute 37 seconds. A lot of time here. Beast Mode can't start killing time until he has a bit more of a lead or a bit more time off the clock. You have to continue pressing here, because TRK can gain the goals. A nice boost grab from Beast Mode, but he misses the 50, and that's not quite on target. Dangerous, though. Oh, and he's leaving the ball, but TRK will see it away. Oh, whipping of the ball here is Beast Mode, but TRK wasn't close enough to make a challenge. There he does make a challenge, though. Beast Mode on 0 boost. Now Beast Mode's in the dangerous spot. He's floating in the air, actually does get the back wall, but he has low boost, so now he's going to have to collect the boost pad, which gives TRK a free chance at a flip reset goal. Faking the flip reset, Beast Mode reads him, and this might be an open net for Beast Mode. Oh, he goes for boost instead, burning the time, but again, just a 2-goal lead. He will make it 3 here, unless something crazy happens, and it will be 3 goals. Welcome everyone in chat. We got Reppy in chat. We got Freeze. Vincent, welcome. VG, you also go by. I appreciate everyone in chat. This series may be going the way of version 1. Not what I expected. You have to imagine Falcons were the favorite, but now they're down 2 games. They may go down, sorry, they're down 1 game. They may go down 2 games, down 3-1 if TRK can't make a comeback here with 45 seconds. That said, he is one of those comeback kids, so let's see if TRK can make this happen. It's only 3 goals. Stranger things have happened in 1v1, but he only has 35 seconds. Beast mode killing the clock now. He is quite literally killing time. TRK, forced to make a quick shot. Oh, flip reset. No, not enough contact, and that may be game if Beast mode seals this. Seal it he will. 18 seconds, 4 goals. That's probably the game. Beast mode, version 1 on a tear here. They're up now, about to be 3-1. Falcons, though, they can do the comeback, but they can't drop a game after this. If they're going to come back, they're going to have to win 3 games straight. Unfortunately, besides this 1v1s, besides the 1v1, Falcons have not scored for 3 games in a row, or sorry, over 10 minutes in a row. So we'll have to see what happens here. There was counting the 2v2 and the 3v3, the second and third games, the games that version 1 won, they have scored, I believe it was 6 goals in a row unanswered. Falcons have been scoreless in 3v3 and 2v2 for over 10 minutes. So they definitely can bounce back, but it's going to require talking it over. I don't know if they have a timeout to burn, but they're going to need to talk this over with their coach, get a new strategy, turn the things around, because they don't want to go out here. They're going to be very disappointed. This will be the 2nd year in a row they end up in semifinals. They want to make the grand finals on their home turf for the first time, get this grand final appearance. To do it, they're going to have to come back now down 2 games in the series. Let's quickly talk about Beast Mode, because what a game from him. Again, TRK was the favorite in this 1v1. Beast Mode, an incredible win, an upset win here to give his team the 2-game lead. TRK is going to be wanting this game back, especially if they lose in the series. So let's see how the series will end. Again, we have at least 1 game left. Version 1 can end the series here 4-1, or Falcons can try and bounce back. Welcome, Igor. Welcome, Igor. I hope you guys are all having a good day. VG, Igor, Reppy, help you guys, or welcome everybody. I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm having a good day, although I am surprised to see this going the way of version 1. Well, how do you guys feel in chat? How are you feeling about the way this is going? It's a bit of an upset win here if version 1 can pull it off. They will surprise a lot of people, me included. I believe I power ranked them 9th or 10th. And I feel like that was a fair ranking because, again, they hadn't shown very much in 3v3. Here, though, on the Gamers8 stage, they are popping off. Every match, they've won at least a couple of these 3v3s, at least 1 or 2 of these 3v3s. Eshawn no longer having a good day. I'm sorry. Falcons comeback trust. Again, I believe they have the ability to make the comeback, but they're going to need to talk it over. They have a coach behind them. The coach, I don't know what he's telling them, but they're going to need to talk things. They're going to need to change something, especially in 2v2 and 3v3. For the record, in that 1v1, I don't think TRK played very horribly. In fact, I think he's playing a bit better than some of his teammates. They're going to have to all step up, though, all 3 of them, if they're going to win this next 3v3. Again, they are scoreless in over 10 minutes of 2v2 or 3v3 action, so something's going to have to change, and it's going to have to change quickly here when we start on this next game. V1 just better, says VG. They have looked better so far, and if they continue to be better, they're going to take the series handily. You have to imagine Falcons have at least another game in them, but we haven't seen a lot of scoring besides that first flurry of goals. They scored 5 goals in a row to start game 1. After that, they haven't scored besides the 1v1. TRK hitting it downfield. This may be their first goal in a long time. And no! What a miss, just barely off the top bar. You imagine Ahmad wanted to double tap. He couldn't quite read it. I thought that was in, but no. Falcons remain scoreless, and they're going to be very upset about that one. Now Daniel may get a goal of his own. Oh, what a save, though. Nupo does get the save. So we'll keep this score sheet clean. Neither team able to put it together. A little bit of strong defense, but also not so great shooting to start the series from either team. We'll see how it goes here. Difficult shots to make, but neither team can put one in the net. Now a shot from Falcons. Oh, what? Saved by his teammate. I'm not sure TRK should have made that touch, but he did make the touch. Now he's got a chance. Flip reset, shut down by Calm. Welcome, Max. Welcome, Max. Daniel, go. They are looking it. Daniel, actually, beast mode will get past to Daniel. Daniel putting it on target, but a save. Both teams are stepping up on defense. I feel confident saying that now. The defense is looking very strong. Neither team can put a goal in the net, put the ball in the net to score a goal. What can we see here? Nupo now with the ball, hits it downfield. I don't like that clear. That's going to give the ball right back to version 1. You would have liked to see Falcons take a bit more possession here. Although they will get a possession, another boom though, right back to Com. Both teams just giving the ball away here. I want to see an extended possession. It looks like Nupo may get the first one, but no. It's a beat from version 1. Now a beat from Falcons. It's a pass. Nupo, perhaps passing it back down. No, he takes it himself. Off the backboard, no. Com with the read. Daniel, another boom. Both teams, I just want to say, are playing boomer ball here. Neither team taking an extended possession. End-to-end action. What will we see out of the end of this here? In the chat, lots of people talking about how V1 are playing. Eshon says Falcons scored 5 goals. They did. Exactly. They had a nice run in game 1, but since then, they haven't been able to score. So do the 5 goals in a row matter if they've been scoreless in over 10 minutes of 2v2 and 3v3 action? Now, with 2 minutes gone, that make that 12 minutes with no goals out of Falcons. Version 1, though, they're also going to want a goal here, as it is scoreless on both sides. Oh, nearly a goal from Falcons. Beast mode with the incredible save. Both teams, they're being defensive masterclasses here on both sides. This is what you want to see out of the defense, but no, both teams need to step it up on offense. These defenses aren't unstoppable. You can score a goal, and for Falcons, they need it. They're now down, and if they lose this series, they will lose the series. Com tries to mind game. It doesn't work. Now it's an open net for TRK. He will sink it. Falcons finally get a goal on the board. It has been over almost 13 minutes scoreless, and they finally get one in the net. So well done from TRK to end the drought, and that was a runaway goal off of a save. So version 1, a bit of an overcommit, and Falcons capitalize on the mistake. And that's what they're going to need to do. When you're down in a game like this, every mistake version 1 make, you punish them for it. So well done from Falcons. I don't know if they're going to get another mistake out of version 1 though, so if they can't score besides off mistakes, they're going to need to be perfect on defense. The good news, if you're a Falcon fan, they have been perfect so far. What a save. I very well expect they could hold version 1 scoreless if they continue this stellar defense. TRK, gonna boom it down the field. He does hit it to Ahmad. Ahmad, a nice shot. But no, it's quite just a little bit off target. Daniel gets the clear. TRK, though, with the ball and some space, although there is no space. Beast mode does beat him out. Oh, a nice shot there. Com, though, it's right at him. Ahmad trying to get a pass here. TRK, oh, in the air, but Beast mode gets the stop. Both teams are being strong defenders here. So far, the only way either team has scored a goal is off of a mistake from version 1. They allowed the counter. They overcommitted. Falcons, though, they're going to want a nice goal here. A nice flip reset. Ahmad, he can get a bit of a showy goal here, but no, it is saved away. Again, the defenses are standing strong. Falcons, though, that's all they need. If they have the perfect defense to end this game with only 1 minute to go, that'll get them the win. They will take a game. They'll narrow the series gap to 1 game difference.
There's a demo to open up some space, but again, quality challenges in the midfield.
How are you doing, Fooney? Asking how chat is doing. I hope everyone's going well. This is a tense game. If you're a fan of both teams, it's going to be tense. Beast mode will get a goal, and now the Falcons fans are going to be even more tense as they have to score yet again, or they will see overtime. Beast mode, perhaps, I don't know if that was so much a great goal, a great pass, as a mistake out of Falcons. Now, both teams making the slightest of mistakes that has caused a concede. But with 45 seconds, who will score the decider here? Either team can take it. Falcons, they don't want to lose the series like this. They're going to want to go to a game 6. What can they do? TRK now, booming it down the field. Com gets it past 1, but Nupo is there. Nupo up, can't quite get the double. It's going to be retained offense from Falcons unless Com, though, gets a nice clear. TRK, though, gets right back on offense. Com can't do anything there. Actually, that wasn't Com. That was Daniel. Com now gets to 50. Down the field, Ahmad forced to make a touch, and he does. Com booming it up to Beast mode. Beast mode down the field. Trying to get the last gasp here. There is 7 seconds. Perhaps one team can score in regulation. If not, we will go to overtime. Beast mode trying to be the one. He passes it to Daniel. It's open, but no, not. And they don't score. It goes wide. It wasn't actually quite open. There were defenders there. We see overtime. If version 1 wins the overtime, they win the series. If Falcons win this overtime, they keep our series going. And they go to game 6, where they will choose 1v1 or 2v2. Beast Mode, what can he do? Oh, dangerous times for Falcons. They do see it away. That one, though, it might be on target. No, it is a little bit wide. And Falcons now, counting their lucky stars, that one wasn't in it. It easily could have been. Calm, though, off the ceiling. Falcons, they're standing strong here. They want their goal. Not quite. Beast Mode into the corner. Welcome, Nox. Falcons, if you were rooting for Falcons, they need this overtime. They quite literally lose the series. That might be the goal, but no, it can't be the goal that ends the series. Nupo now going for a double tap. Calm reads him all away. Beast Mode and Daniel double commit. A double commit out of version 1. This leaves TRK in potentially a 1v1, but no! Now it's a 2v1 down the other way. Nupo forced to make a save. He can't do it, but it's just barely off target. Version 1 nearly get the goal there, but they can't quite finish the job. TRK now trying to get it downfield. The ball falls in Daniel's lap here, but he doesn't have a lot of boost. He gets a flip reset, though. That might be all that's needed, but no. Nupo, another fantastic save. Nupo making his case to be MVP. TRK also wants that MVP job. Can't quite, though. Daniel gets it off the sidewall. Into the corner now. Falcons actually still on offense. It's mid, but no one is there for the shot. Com sees it away. Both teams now have had dangerous looks. We're over a minute and 20 seconds into overtime. Either team can score. I don't know how to say it, so I'm just saying it how I say it. I probably say it both ways. TRK, he's hitting it central. It's skyward now. Dangerous, actually, for both teams. Beast Mode will get the ball first. Ahmad can't hold it close. Com going for the bump. Oh, perhaps a mistake as it goes down the other way. End-to-end action here. Falcons, it's a dangerous shot, but Com sees it away. Both teams, stellar defense. It has to be said. Both teams are playing again, defense out of their minds here, but Falcons are going to have to overcome that defense, score this goal, or the series will be over for them. Can they do it? Not quite. Although that one is a dangerous look central. All the passes in the world, but no one can finish, and that's dangerous. Daniel, open net, but no, he can't finish it. Calm now. His chance at a double tap. TRK sees it away. Dangerous looks for version 1, but Falcons, again, managed to come out unscathed. Over 2 minutes into this overtime, who can get the victory here?
At this point, over 2 minutes of overtime, Beast Mode wants to find Calm. And Calm tried to just get Ahmad there.
Dangerous looks for both teams. Oh, that's it! Falcons score! I'm looking away at this from my screen, and Falcons, a huge clear from Nupo. It just goes the whole way and in. From his back wall, the entire length of the field, and Nupo gets the victory for Falcons. What a goal. What a way to end the overtime, and Falcons are still alive. They've still got a chance here. They're down a game, but if they win 2 more games, they will take the series. It is not over. Version 1 not out of the woods yet, and the best part here, if you're a Falcons fan, is they can pick 1v1. TRK, although he lost the last one, maybe they feel confident. Perhaps they prefer the 2v2. Let's see. They actually lost the 2v2 and the 1v1, if I'm remembering correctly, so I'll be interested to see what they pick. Probably 1v1, I'm imagining, but they could go either way.
By that long-range shot that happened twice to version 1. Falcons.
I'm getting a warning about keyframes. Let me know if you guys have to buffer every so often. I might have to fix something in my stream settings, so one moment.
The pick is version 1 a chance to end this series on their own terms. Will we see them pick 1v1?
Not quite sure, but either way, thank you everyone for being here. Welcome to the stream.
And you would imagine that it is with the undefeated record, but in the game where we saw Beast Mode 1v1ing TRK, that was a bit more of a...
It's fine. Alright. It's telling me I need to add use a lower keyframe frequency, but I don't even know what keyframe frequency is, so we won't worry about it. Here we are heading into game 6. So this one's going to be a fun one. What is interesting to note... I'm getting an error multiple times. We'll see what happens. What's interesting to note here about these squads, again, version 1 were the underdogs coming into this. Now they have the lead in the series, but they can't close it out. And actually, Falcons chose 2v2. Interesting to me, they're not confident in the 1v1. Beast Mode, perhaps too scary a player for them to face. They do choose 2v2. I like it. I think they're after that 3v3 win, it makes sense to choose the mode more similar to 3v3. I agree, Nox. I'm a bit surprised, as again, they're dangerous in 2v2. Beast Mode and Daniel, this is perhaps version 1's strongest mode. I want to reiterate, I said that earlier, and I still stand by it. Version 1's strongest mode, they do get the goal here. Falcons chose this, but perhaps it was because they're not confident in the 1v1. That has to be the answer. That has to be the reasoning. If they're not confident, they can't quite that they won't be able to you know, finish the job in 1v1. They're gonna, oh no, another goal here from Version1. That's not good. Falcons, now they've conceded off kickoff. This is looking dangerous. Nupo missed flip, and he concedes. Version1 have gone for two goals up. Perhaps they should have chosen 1v1, but that would be a risky play with the entire series in the balance. Instead, they choose 2v2, a risky play in its own right. And now Falcons, they have to come back down 2 goals. Not only down one game in the series, but they're now down 2 goals in this game.
Certainly be repaired. 4 minutes left in this 2v2. You've got to slow down the offensive Version1. Find that form that even they had.
TRK taking a dribble. This is going to be a different pace than their 3v3. They can't afford to be, you know, committing as heavy as they do in 3v3 as they don't have Ahmad there to back them up. That might be a goal from Nupo. It is. Falcons aren't going to go silent in this game if it is the final game, and if it's not, that's because they're taking these goals. They want to send us to Champions Field. They want to send us to Game 7. Actually, they don't. I don't think they played Champions Field, but they want to send us to Game 7 here in this event. They want to see the grand final. A reminder for everyone in chat. Last year, an entire year ago, when they played in Gamers8, Falcons lost to Furia in the semifinals. They do not want to lose in the semifinals again. They will be heavily disappointed going out that early. They want this crowd that's behind them to get to see them in the grand finals. They want to win the whole thing. So Falcons now in a dangerous situation, but they can easily come back in this game, in this series. They're going to need to get a goal here in the next 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Nupo, oh, a shot, but now it's dangerous back the other way. Beast mode, he has passing opportunity to Daniel. He chooses not to take it. Nupo now is going to get possession. Daniel's also up for this ball. Oh, Nupo gets it under him. Nupo can't quite get the flip reset, and instead, Beast mode gets it away from net, but it's right back into the danger zone for Version1. Nupo getting a nice look there. Oh, it's dangerous for Falcons. They may concede here off the double commit, and they will. Beast mode connects. Daniel connects to Beast Mode, I should say. Beast Mode sinks the goal here. A double commit from TRK and Nupo.
And Version1 are unfazed by it. A passing play.
But yeah, Nox, I definitely think you're not crazy at all to be saying that.
It's 3-1.
They just overcommitted. It didn't look like they even made contact.
Yeah, my PC is apparently struggling with this. You could probably see the stream's lost a little bit of quality. It's still pretty good though. Or the stream I'm watching. The stream you're watching is probably fine. Oh, Beast Mode. Can't quite hit it on target. TRK now. What's he got?
Quality 50. Lots of boost for TRK, but it's not the best setup. You can see him challenged.
It's dangerous. Daniel gets the 50.
And another pinch from Daniel.
Now it's a pinch down the field. Again, 2 goals now. Half the game left. Falcons have to come back from down 2. Can they do it? Let me know in chat. Falcons were the favorites coming into this, but Version1 are looking stronger. That's a miss, though, from Beast Mode. He could have easily set this game up for a 3-goal lead. Instead, Falcons are going to look challenging here. TRK, he gets the goal! Perhaps Nupo going for the bumps and demos was a help, but either way, TRK gets this goal over both players with a nice fake out and then a flick over Daniel. Well done, well done. Thank you, Nox. I appreciate it. But yes, well done from Falcons. Now they're only down 1 goal. And again, this is their series in the balance here. They have to win this game or they will lose the series. Version1, meanwhile, they want to end it right here. They return to a 2-goal lead with this nice shot out of Daniel. A kickoff goal again. Daniel, just a quick shot. You have to imagine that TRK should be there to save that. He was the second man on the kickoff. But unfortunately, he cheats on kickoff and he can't quite get to it. Oh, kickoff, a fake kickoff play. Nupo might get an open net here, but he can't quite. You love to see the shenanigans from Falcons. Maybe they need to be making these kickoff plays to make a difference in the series when Version1 least expect it. Oh, space here. Nupo 1v1. He flip resets a bit too early, and Version1 are going to get out of it. Appreciate it, Funi. I can try. Oh, now Falcons get it back down the other way. And it's an open net. No, no Falcons player was there. It was a drop-down open net, a waterfall, as they call it. Oh, Nupo forced to make a save here. But yeah, Falcons there. No one can capitalize on the opportunity they opened up. And they're still down 2 goals. Now 1 minute, 30 seconds. TRK, a snapshot, saved by Beast Mode. Nupo, what's he got? Oh, a 50. That might be a goal, but no. Beast Mode gets the pinch. It probably was a little bit out regardless. Falcons, again, 1 minute 12 seconds. They needed to break through, and they do. TRK gets a goal. Every time, though, they have scored 3 times now. Every time they score, Version1 gets it right back to a 2-goal lead. You need to see Falcons stop that. They need to stem the bleeding right here, stop conceding, get themselves a 4th goal. They have 1 minute and 11 seconds to get it done. Nupo, he takes the kickoff, doesn't win it. Version1, they're going to get a chance here. Oh, but it's not quite a goal. TRK, oh, beast mode, can't quite sink it. And now Falcons remain 1 goal down with a minute to go. Nupo, this is dangerous for him. He gets a little bit past the ball. Oh, Daniel trying for the angle of the century, can't quite land it. Oh, beast mode, that's a dangerous pop. Daniel, though, is going to get a touch. Nupo hitting it right back into the box. Beast mode forced to make a touch. Daniel now gets a free lane. It's a shot on net, but Nupo gets the save. It's still dangerous. Beast mode gets the pass to Daniel. Daniel maybe passing it back. No, going for a doomsday of sorts. It is a pass. Beast mode, shot. Nupo forced to make the save. Save he does. 24 seconds now. There's under 30. They need to score here. TRK, will he? No! Beast mode with the save. Falcons are going to be wishing that one went in. TRK, another chance. He can't put it in with 12 seconds. That might have been the last look that Falcons will get. Let's see here. Version1 hitting it down the other way. 5 seconds now. They're going to burn clock. Nupo, he does get it airborne. 0-second chance. It's saved by Beast Mode. TRK, can he get to it? No! Falcons go down. Version1 are moving on to the grand finals. Can't believe that one didn't go in. TRK going to be very upset that that just barely bounced off the crossbar. But those are the margins. Those are the thinnest of margins that define champions in Rocket League. Version1 on their way to potentially being champions. They have 1 series left.
Defense that got through for Version1. That is so true, Corelli.
Oh, what a series, guys. Well played from... Oh, I hate to see it. TRK, you know, obviously they're going to be a little bit emotional. It's a big moment. This is a big stage. These players, they play their whole lives for moments like this, and it's another semifinal exit for Falcons. They're going to be disappointed themselves. But I think it should be said, they shouldn't feel any disappointment for making it this far. I know they wanted to get more, but you have to imagine top 4 is still an incredible performance from Falcons. Again, coming into this tournament, I rated them highly, but a lot of people thought they would do worse because they just picked up a new player. Nupo, the brand new rookie on this squad, and he really showed up and stepped up for this Falcons team. They improved on their performance from World. They made it to top 4. You have to imagine this is a good sign for next season. With that in mind, let's start talking about Version1 because this is an upset for the ages. Again, they're not a bad team by any means, but I had them power ranked towards the bottom half of that top 10. I did not expect them to be making it here all the way to the grand final. Let's hear from Com in the interview. I did not expect them. I'm going to be brutally honest here. Version1 didn't show a lot in the spring split in RLCS. Here they are, though, in a grand finals.
Honestly, I should be paying them to be on the org. I should be paying them to be sitting there, like, you know, having front row tickets to watching the best player to ever touch the game play.
Wow. Nice words from Com to his teammates. He is calling his teammates the best players in the world. Probably Daniel or Beast Mode, perhaps the best player in the world. Yeah, Beast Mode, the best player in the world. Nice to see it from Com. I'm glad that he is so supportive of his teammates. Stop smiling. I'm smiling because I'm smiling about the moment, man. I mean, I know a lot of people are disappointed, but I told you guys I didn't have a horse in the race. I would have been happy either way. I'm just happy it was an exciting series. I know only 6 games. We didn't see Game 7. I would have preferred to see Game 7, but it was still a close series. So 0-second play. Oh, you guys were talking about Com. Gotcha. I wasn't. Yeah. I try to be impartial in this casting that I'm trying to do here, and I think I succeeded in that.
Going down 0-5, like, I just said, all right, let's get on the board, get something going into the next game, and then we got one, got another, and, you know,
it's true, Knox. That's true. Zen, very impressive
like,
to start.
Even starting off down
Brozo calling Beast Mode lucky. I don't know about luck, but it certainly can be said that Beast Mode is one of the best players in the world. I still think you rate TRK in an entire series, like a best of 7 of just 1v1. But the way this format works is it's not a series. There is a single 1v1 game, and Beast Mode won. So that's the way it goes, you know. He played very well. In fact, we're going to look at the stats here before we get into the next series, if Octane is updated. We are going to have a bit of a break here before the next one. Let's finish off the interview, though.
This journey has not been easy. You've had your ups and downs. How proud are you, though, of this team coming together?
Fancy is a W. I really like these interviewers. I've mentioned our stage hosts, which are doing the interviews. It's another interesting note. They chose to allow both stage hosts to do the interviews instead of like a separate interviewer. Instead, they have Hercules, who's doing the interviews, doing all like in the players' lounge interviews, which I like.
Our team environment's great, and it's just it's a fantastic feeling to finally be where we want to be with the people I want to be there with.
I'm glad Com's enjoying the team environment. I would be really interested to see if they make a change. You have to imagine their odds of making a change are slowly going down the further they get here. If they win Gamers8, there's a chance Version 1 will stay together as a trio. I don't expect it, but it is possible. Again, I don't think it happens unless they actually win. But if they win, there's a chance they stick together as a squad. We'll see how it goes.
Version 1 stands.
By the way, if we do have any new viewers, we are currently trying to reach our subscriber goal of 350 for the day. So I really appreciate it if you're enjoying the stream. If you could like and subscribe. Subscribing again helps me grow, but it also helps you get notified when I put out new videos. So I'd really appreciate it. We are at... Wait, we lost subscribers. Oh no. Well, I don't know how that happened. Well, we've lost subscribers this stream. That's a first. We're at 338, guys.
Well, I think I certainly jinxed
Let me update this
I
stream.
mentioned that there should be a throughput for the Falcons. I'm sorry. I apologize. This is my fault.
So, as far as I'm concerned, what that flipped on was the 1v1 between...
Well, now 350 seems too high, so we're going to knock that down.
Plan. Version 1 taking the 2s. The 3s, you know, could have gone either way. Falcons shading it, as we saw, even though they were, what, 5-0?
I know, guys. Most of you on here are already subbed.
1v1 Stumpy, that was a performance from Beast Mode.
We were all saying that Beast Mode could have been the guy. He could have taken down TRK, and he managed to. Really
nicely done from the players of Version 1, it has to be said. It's just well played. Let me actually turn this down a bit. So well played, again, well-deserved victory. Falcons are a great team, but, you know, that's a well-deserved victory. Whoops, let me... there we go. So well-deserved victory. In the meantime, let's check out... Octane for the stats. Here we go. Gamers8. I hope the stats are available. Perhaps not. They might not be out yet. That's unfortunate. But in the meantime, let's look at the... Whoops, let me go back to the event here. Let's just look at the stats on the whole. So what players are playing super well? It does look like Killers were lost among the top. Vatira Monkey Moon. I wonder how recently these were updated. But kind of what you expect. Interestingly, I don't see any Version 1 players up here. They're all the way down. Wow. They're quite a ways down. So apparently they've been playing really low scoring series. That's probably what that tells me. That's interesting. Another interesting note is that, where is he? To Die For, quite high here in the individual rating. So that's a good thing to point out. So all in all, well played from, again, all these players. I think that these stats exclude 1v1 and 2v2, by the way. It's just 3v3. Yeah. We'll look at the subs later. That is crazy, Funi. That is crazy, you know. But, well, I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. Snowy and Realize, did they do well as well? Let me check. Oh, yeah, Snowy. Wow, how did I miss Snowy up here? Yeah, Snowy quite high. Realize he is high, but for the record, he was popping off in the World Championship, so I don't even think that's that much of a surprise. I think Realize showed his stuff in the World Championship. Showed why he belongs, you know, in that conversation. So, we'll see how they do next season. I'm really excited to see Elevate in the next season. Okay, so that warning I was getting went away at 2 p.m. So, for whatever reason, from 1:45 to 2 p.m., I had some kind of warning, but now it's gone. So yeah, thanks to Sean. That's a good point. Those are definitely the surprises to be so high. Bems is a bit high. Not crazy, but he's not the player. He's usually the second or third player on his team. So best APAC player in the world? For sure. For sure. Yeah, PC struggling? Effectively. For anyone that's gone, I think we lost a bunch of viewers. There's going to be more Rocket League, so I should have said don't go anywhere, but I missed my chance. Hopefully people come back. There will be at least, two more, not at least, there's 2 more series, just 2 more series. We have BDS versus Rule 1 coming up, and then after that we will have the Grand Finals, which will now be Version 1 versus the winner of BDS and Rule 1. And again, Rule 1, the slight favorites, but I think that BDS would be much less of a surprise win than Version 1 was. So, certainly not over. OSM is in APAC. OSM, I don't think he played Zen. He beat AJ in a 1v1. So, for the record, Nox, that is a nice win from OSM to win a 1v1 versus AJ. Certainly, AJ not, playing a lot of 1v1 now, but in general, very nice. Sure, Funi, you're welcome to subscribe to Patreon and see it. Anyone is, I can plug the Patreon. I do have a Patreon for anyone that's interested in supporting me. Completely optional. You do not have to do it. But there is a video on there that I posted at one point, but then immediately took down because I was like, nah. I think it's a little too out there. It's out there for me. I experimented with something. So if you want to see that, subscribe to the Patreon. There will be more content on there in the future just for subscribers. But yeah, completely optional. Welcome, Arneve. Falcons lost, Arneve. So, unfortunate. They lost 4-2. If you need an update, if that's what you meant by update. We can look at, I was trying to look at the stats. They're not quite up yet. But yeah, unfortunately, they did get taken down by Version 1. Very unexpected. Very unexpected. I think the big thing to note here is Falcons went scoreless for a long time. So let's talk about it. They score 5 goals in game 1. But then they let Version 1 score 4 in a row. So they went scoreless for solid 2 minutes in this game. Then for 10 minutes in the 3v3 and 2v2 games, they go scoreless. And yeah, Version 1 only scored 1 goal. But Falcons went for almost 13, 14 minutes without scoring a goal in 2v2 or 3v3. Yeah, they score in 1v1. But then they go about 2 minutes in this game without scoring a goal. So a scoreless stretch for Falcons. And honestly, if they didn't win this overtime, it wouldn't have even been too close of a series. Thankfully for them, they won the overtime and they had a decent chance here in the 2v2. They just couldn't quite get it. Oh, wait. Version 1 chose 2v2. Wait, I'm confused. I didn't realize actually, now people are going to think the Falcons were crazy. Version 1 got to choose. I didn't realize the team with the lead got to pick. You would imagine the team that is down a game would get to pick. So I don't know why they allowed Version 1 to choose 2v2. Interesting. I guess it's because they were coming off the loss. Oh no, now we have an error again. So let me quickly look at this while we are on a break. I'm gonna change my stream settings. Let me know, guys, how you think Gamers8 is going, how you feel about how it's going. I think it's been a lot of fun. Some upsets, some not so upsets. Surprising results, and then, just a mix all around. I don't even see an option for this thing that it's telling me, so. Maybe I bump this up a bit. Let's try. Hopefully that doesn't change anything in the stream. I just bumped up my bitrate a bit. Hopefully that fixes it. In the meantime, we're chatting here. By the way, anyone that's just tuning in, Version 1 versus Falcons already went down. Falcons unfortunately took the loss. But not a terrible series from them, but they did lose. Genji was in this tournament as Sean. They lost to Falcons. I appreciate it, Funi. Ronald, oh, you're Nick now. I gotcha. Welcome, Nick. Welcome. I'll start calling you Nick now. I guess I was calling you Ronald this whole time. Welcome in, Nick. Nox says, as a Rule 1 fan, it's been amazing. Nice. They have a chance here against BDS. I do think they are the favorites, especially after sweeping Vitality. They are the favorites, but you can't count out BDS. BDS here, they could easily take it. So it's gonna be a fight. It's gonna be a battle. Now that Falcons and Vitality are out, you're rooting for Rule 1. All right, yeah, go for it. Rule 1 very well could win the tournament. They definitely could. You're coming off summer break. Gotcha, Nick. I gotcha. Well, in the future, I'm probably going to be more streaming in my time in the evenings and weekends, but evenings are probably going to be too late for you, but weekend might work. So I'm going to get a stream schedule together, by the way. I think most of you people in here right now are my core viewers. I am going to be getting a stream schedule going for the future, especially as we move into those show matches. I think part of why I have to figure this out though. I've lost some subscribers today, which if you're watching, I'd appreciate it if you're subscribed, if you're a new viewer. I may be losing people because of the, oh, we did get a couple. Okay, we're back at 340. I appreciate whoever subscribed. I'm switching up content a bit. I'm doing a mix of RLCS and show match stuff, which might have different audiences. But thankfully, most of you guys seem interested in both, which I'm interested in both, so I appreciate it. But we'll see what we do moving forward. In the meantime, oh, thank you, Nick. Thank you, Nick. Booney says it's not going to be close. I think it's going to be close. You didn't even realize Gen.G were playing? Yeah, they played. They made it through groups. They played. Let me scroll up here. This was Gen.G's run. They beat Monkeys twice, and they also lost to BDS in a sweep. And then, so they only beat Monkeys. That's actually crazy. Gen.G beat one team twice to make playoffs, and only lost to BDS and Falcons. Interesting. Both BDS and Falcons were semifinal teams, so it should be said that when I power ranked Gen.G at 5th, I believe I power ranked them at 5th. That's not crazy, and I think it's proven it. Or 5th or 6th. I think that's right about where they were. So I feel good about where I put Gen.G. Although maybe you actually have to put version 1 over them, so maybe not, but I have no idea, Foodie. I just mentioned it happened because it must have happened. Welcome, Ryan. Rule 1 over BDS? Nah, BDS over Rule 1. But I'll own up to it because I've been saying it. I do think that Rule 1 are the favorites. So I think Rule 1 are the favorites, especially after they've swept Vitality and in this format, in the crew battle format. But I'm a BDS fan, so in a biased way, I'm just going to say I think BDS can take this for sure. We'll see what happens, though. No worries, Sean. Mystics is energy awaiting at the grand final for sure. Yeah. This was a King of the Hill, and the winner has to play the actual King of the Hill, which is NRG. Nick says, you don't know if you watch Gibbs. 4-team groups with the lower final being a rematch most of the time. Were there only 4 teams in the groups? I guess that is the explanation. I'll have to watch his video. I definitely think he's really good about like getting formats, and I think moving forward, I would like to see a different format. This was a repeat of last year's Gamers8 format, and I do think I would prefer a different format. So it'll be nice to see. It would be sad if BDS wins. It would be sad because that would mean we're getting a version 1 versus BDS, and it would be nice to see a MENA team in the grand final. But again, I'm cheering on BDS, so no, everyone's welcome to cheer on whoever, and I'm going to hype up both teams appropriately. Speaking of that, let me check in how long we are away. I think we're a bit away, but I'm going to throw this back up. Spoiler, Rule 1 and win in dominant fashions, and then break V1's 2v2 streak. For the record, they could easily win the tournament, and especially after beating Vitality, and now that Falcons are out, I will say I think they're the favorites of the 3 teams remaining to win the whole thing. But I'm a BDS fan, so let me talk you through a little bit of bias, but the reason why BDS is going to win. Monkey Moon has been stepping up in 1v1 to levels no one expected. I'm not saying he's going to beat Rawas in a 1v1, because I don't think he will. But it's going to be enough of a fight that if Rawas just has an off moment, that could easily lead to a couple of goals. You never know. That's not where they're going to win, though. The real reason they're going to win is I think BDS are one of the best, if not the best, 2v2 team in the world. Seiko and Monkey Moon have really been putting it together. I think they can beat Rawas and Clears, or Killers, however you say it. And then going into the 3v3s, that's where it's pretty much 50-50, but you do slightly favor BDS. I think BDS are the slight favorites in 3v3, and there are more 3v3s than any other game mode. So especially if BDS, especially if they can get the 2v2 win, I think BDS may very well win the series 4-1, where they only drop the 1v1. But that said, it could go all the way to Game 7, especially because Rule 1 have the ability to win the 3v3s. They definitely do. So we'll see what happens. They are the favorites, again, to take the series because of that 1v1 prowess. It's going to be heartbreak for sure, yeah. If they lose, it will be heartbreak. I already experienced heartbreak at Worlds, so. You want to see 24-team Swiss stage? Eshon, that would be a lot. I don't know about 24-team Swiss, but maybe. Really good at breaking things out. I appreciate it, Eshon. I appreciate it. Yeah, but if we're gonna talk about Rule 1, because I might as well talk them up. I mean, I talked up BDS, but yeah, the strong suit for that's I like that look at the player lounge, seeing how the players are all talking and stuff. There's Coach Cresper for Rule 1. I think if Rule 1 win again, Rawas is gonna be popping off in the 1v1. So if they're losing to BDS, they're going to get 2 1v1s. Likely, they're going to get to pick 2 1v1s. So, if they manage to get 2 1v1s, that's 2 games. And then, again, you cannot count them out in the 3v3. I think they're right up there with these top teams, and they can easily win the 3v3s versus BDS. They showed that by beating Vitality. So if they take a couple, literally that's the roadmap. They take 2 or 3 of the 3v3s, and then they win the series. So we'll see what happens. How are the 3's favorites if Rule 1 won against Vitality and BDS has been losing in RLCS? Well, that's a great question, Nick. So let me explain why BDS are still the 3's favorites. The match against Vitality, let's actually look at this real quick. I know they're interviewing.
For you.
Towards is what we play for, so got to take the chance when it presents itself.
Take the chance. Sorry, brief listening to that interview, but let me go back and show you what I mean. So basically, Vitality versus Rule 1, they only played 2 3v3s. The first 3v3 had a 5-minute and 39-second overtime. So yes, Rule 1 won, and that is actually very massive, and that's part of why they won the series, is that the mental of winning that long overtime. But it's just 2 games. That's not enough, and I know people are going to hate me for saying this. It is enough to show that they're right there, but it's not enough for me to say that Rule 1 are the favorites in 3v3 over BDS. I think the reason they're the favorites in the entire series is 3v3 is so close to a 50-50 that you favor them when they have that 1v1 prowess, and they're just there as the 2v2s as well. But at the end of the day, they had one really dominant game against Vitality that was 3v3. The third game in the series, they won 5-0. Obviously, that's a massive win. But when you put it all in perspective, I do think that because didn't they lose a 3v3 to Rule 1? Oh, they actually didn't. They are undefeated so far in 3v3s. I guess maybe I'm overvaluing Worlds because Rule 1 had a not so great World Championship. They ended up losing. Let me check really quick. We have a little bit of time here. I'm going to forget, so I don't want to misspeak. So let's check their played matches here. They lost to Space Station. That's who it was. So beating Twisted Minds, but it was a game 7. They lost to G2 and they lost to Space Station. Losing in 3v3 series to Space Station, right? It's not a bad thing. Space Station played very well. But this series here does not give me confidence that they can, they're definitely the favorites against BDS. And I know you're saying, oh, BDS lost in RLCS, but BDS made it to the grand final. So I think people like to think, oh, BDS lost in RLCS, which is true. But they lost in a sweep, but it was to Vitality. And Vitality also swept in a 3v3 match. Vitality also swept Rule 1 in the Spring Major. So you can't really use the sweep against Vitality as an excuse to rate Rule 1 over BDS when Rule 1 and BDS both lost in a sweep in RLCS to Vitality. Look at this series here. BDS swept Liquid, and they beat G2 4-1, which obviously transitive doesn't mean anything. I'm not using this as a transitive victory. All that to say, because now it's going to sound like I'm ranting. Rule 1 are right there in 3v3, but BDS are still the slight favorites, in my opinion, in 3v3. But again, slight favorites doesn't mean a lot when all it takes is losing 2 games. I just explained how Rule 1 can win series with 2 3v3 wins. So if they get a couple 3v3 wins, that could be game over for BDS. I appreciate all the kind words, guys. Jay said, I didn't get to see my reaction when you lost to Vitality in the grand finals. Yeah, you're gonna see it now. You can go back and watch that. I think I have the World Championship, saved. It should be available on my. But don't go watch it now. But yeah, you'll get to see it. Here, let's listen to the next interview.
Cresport and Clears, and Cresport, we're throwing this one to you.
Cresport Clears.
What are the emotions like right now for a match?
Doesn't
like
the winner pick the last special game mode? Nox, I believe it's the team that lost the match right before that, apparently. I believe that's what it is. It's not the winner in the series. It's the one that lost the match right before that. So it depends on how the series goes. In the final, so I guess you're right. In my scenario, BDS would pick 2v2, so maybe it's just 1-1v1.
Stop their run for revenge on their world's record. And now
you want to take him down.
Clears. The world has been watching you.
In the final, they lost every 3v3.
How does it feel to have
3 of them
gone
being held at
this
0?
far
Well, Nick, that's against Vitality. Vitality were looking unstoppable. Did you watch the World Championship Grand Final? Because I did. It was very sad. But no, they were just very dominant. They, you can say they lost 1 3v3 sweep. I don't think, but when you put it in context, it was in the Grand Final against Vitality. I don't think that's a big deal. Rule 1 beat Vitality 5-0. Well, guys, remember. Well, whoa. Like, T-Bates, hey, hold your horses, Jay. Hold your horses. I'm explaining why BDS have the slight edge over Rule 1. that was what I said. It was one game, 5-0, well, 2 games, 5-0 and a 5-minute overtime victory. Mean that Rule 1 have proven themselves in 3v3. I just said that. They've proven that they're back, that the World Championship wasn't their form. But just because they're back doesn't mean that they're suddenly the best in the world in 3v3. I don't believe that. Just quite yet. Not quite yet. Again, when I say slight favorites, that's basically a coin flip. BDS, Rule 1 could go either way in the 3v3s. But you guys are calling me crazy. Just watch. You'll see if I'm right or wrong. So we'll get to see who's correct here, because this is a prediction. And when you make predictions like this, obviously I'm risking being wrong, and I'm owning that. But I think that at this point, let me close off this. Too loud. At this point, it is just analyzing, and all I can do is predict. So that's my opinion. I don't want to discredit the fact they beat Vitality. I'm trying not to, because again, that's what putting them right back in this conversation. For the record, if they hadn't beaten Vitality, I wouldn't be calling this pretty much a 50-50 on the 3v3s. And in spite of being 50-50 on the 3v3s, and I've also talked up BDS 2v2, Rule 1 are probably the favorites in 2v2. So that's why I was saying Rule 1 are actually going to be the favorites for the series. It's not a huge favorites, but they are the favorites. I'm still just repping BDS, though, because I think they can get a little bit of some upsets here. I think the 2v2, again, you favor... I just mentioned it because I was hinting around at it. Rule 1 may be the favorites in 2v2, but I do think BDS can get some upsets there. The strongest mode by far for Rule 1 is going to be the 1v1. So the series may hinge on if there's 2 2v2s played or 2 1v1s played. So we'll see how it goes. We're about 12 seconds, it looks like, from getting the... announcing the players, so I'll turn the audio back on.
Here we find out, guys. One more team makes it into the grand
Let's see how it goes. Let me know. Oh, let me quickly. I'm gonna add a poll here. Let me know in chat who you think's gonna win. Once I get this poll going. We're gonna do the series actually.
Finals are set, and now Version 1.
Let me add some options here.
نصف النهائي انتهى الأول وعرفنا مين بيكون الجراند فاينالست، لكن نصف النهائي الثاني راح يبدأ الآن، ولازم إن في أحد يكون مع فيرجن 1 لنشهد مباراة بتكون للتاريخ هنا في البوليفار.
Both of our teams here in our second semifinal have saved their best for last this season, but our first team
getting a poll going, guys, so you guys can vote on this. I already know how it's going to go, but I'm going to put it up anyway. So for the record, I'm predicting a BDS Game 7 victory. Here we go. Poll in the chat. Let me know what your thoughts are. I don't have 8 options, so it's going to be 4 options, but just let me know who you think wins. Vitality looked unstoppable and Rule 1 stopped them. Well, wait. They haven't looked unstoppable this event, Jay. Don't forget. In this event, Vitality already lost to Oxygen in Game 5. So they've already been defeated this event before they lost to Rule 1. That said, again, it was a massive win to sweep Vitality. I'm not trying to undersell the fact that they swept Vitality. I'm just explaining that it wasn't a 3v3 sweep. It was a crew battle sweep, so they only played 2 3s games. That's all.
Seiko with 2 winners. Monkey Moon vanquishing Yan in the 1v1s.
Well, wait, guys. Wait. We can't use transitive property. I've already explained transitive property is bad. So you can't say Rule 1 beat Vitality who beat BDS. You can say Rule 1 is better, but that's not a good reason why. The reason why is if we're using transitive property, Version 1 are going to win the whole thing. Oxygen beat Vitality, Version 1 beat Oxygen. Are Version 1 better than BDS? I don't think so. So that's actually, I'm going to get at that. Although they did beat Falcons, so maybe they are. But I'm going to get that. I think the winner of this game wins the whole thing. I think BDS or Rule 1, whoever takes us here, I favor them against Version 1. But anyway, you guys are all disappointed in me, and that's okay. We can agree to disagree. Because again, I explained why I think that although Rule 1 are favorites to win this series, they're not favorites in the 3v3 portion. But anyway, we'll get into this. They only need 2 3v3 wins in my opinion, and I think that'll be enough. I don't personally think it's going to happen that way, but it could. It very easily could. Let's see how it goes. Okay, but right before we get started here, I'm going to start reading the poll results. We have 6 votes. Every vote is for Rule 1 winning, although most of them admit it's going to be a 4-2 or a 4-3. We do have some votes for a sweep, though. It definitely could be, or 4-1. Very well could be. We'll see how it goes. You were at Worlds, so you're biased to see Rule 1 sweep that crazy Vitality I just experienced. Gotcha. Worlds was a crazy experience, but you must have seen how BDS took down Liquid, right? So another thing to note is that Rule 1, although they didn't play Liquid, they played in the same group Liquid played. Wait, did they? Or no, I'm mixing things up. Now I don't remember. BDS swept Liquid in 3v3. I think of that as a very notable result, but I understand people aren't obviously going to agree with everything.
بكل بساطة فقط من مباراة واحدة.
Ross has had as impressive a tournament run as anybody in Rocket
And you know,
League
let's talk about it a
history.
little bit more, because I broke it down, but not everyone was here for everything I broke down. Rawas is the 1v1 legend right now. He is probably going to take these 1v1s, every single one of them. I tried to talk up Monkey Moon, but I was openly admitting that if he wins the 1v1 against Rawas, that is the fluke of the century. So if we go into 2v2 and 3v3, that's where BDS are going to shine. And I mentioned it, Rule 1 are probably the on-paper favorites for 2v2, but I think people are really underrating Monkey Moon and Seiko. They've been an incredible combo, an incredible tag team, and I think they could win some of these 2v2s. If there's multiple, especially they'll win at least one. Meanwhile, 3v3, this is so controversial. I'm surprised that it is so controversial, but I do think BDS are the ever of slightest favorites, but it is pretty close to a coin flip. So when it's a coin flip scenario and there's potentially 4 3v3s, all Rule 1 has to do, in my opinion, is win 2 of those, and they might win the series, especially if they're winning the 1v1s. So we'll see what happens. They could win the whole series if they only win 1 3v3. So they don't even need a ton of 3v3 wins here.
Middle Eastern team. BDS versus Rule 1.
Vitality lost 3-2 to Auction and Rule 1 won by 4-0, so transitively improving. Rule 1 easily win this event. Well, no, Jay, but what about Version 1? They beat Oxygen. So if you continue the transitive property, Version 1 are better than Vitality and better than Falcons. So certainly Version 1 win the transitive property battle, Jay. Certainly. Transitive, it doesn't work. Don't use transitive in Rocket League or in sports, in my opinion. I guess that's an opinion, but I feel like that should be a pretty obvious one. I think most people would agree with that. Looking back at the poll, we have a bit of a battle here. Now we have 8 votes total. Half of people, a little more than half now, actually voting for Rule 1, 4-3 or 4-2. 22% voting for BDS to win in a close game. 22% think Rule 1 have this pretty clear. We'll see how it goes. BDS, previous year's world champions, now the runners-up at the world championship, taking on Rule 1, who were top 4 at the spring major, finally back in the top 4 here at Gamers8, but they did not make playoffs. They did not make top 8 at Worlds. This is crew battle, though, extremely favoring Rule 1, you have to know, so we'll see how it goes. It could go either way for sure. A lot of people in chat do think it's going to be a close series. Vitality has been off their game. That's a little true, but I'm not going to use that as a reason to, Version 1 lost to Rule 1 in groups. Did they? Oh, they did. I forgot about that. They did. Yeah, you're right. Whoops.
Exactly. No guarantees. BDS saying they felt they were underrated coming into this matchup.
Well, arguably though, I still think regardless the whole transitive property is ridiculous, because then why did Version 1 beat Oxygen? Oxygen beat Vitality and Rule 1 beat Vitality. You have to imagine they should have beat Version 1, but no, I don't know. Transitive property just doesn't work. Let's see here. Let's see who's right and wrong. Again, could go either way. Rule 1 looking for their first grand finals in an international land ever. BDS looking to repeat back-to-back grand finals. In fact, it would be back-to-back-to-back. It would be their 3rd grand final appearance in a row. If BDS can get the W here, a nice save out of Seiko. He is using one of those confusing card designs that's going to leave me thinking he's on the orange team. Monkey Moon to Seiko, but no, Seiko doesn't make contact, but Rise does! Rise gets the goal here, 28 seconds in. We have a lead here, BDS ups early. A little bit of a mistouch from Mosin. Rawas stretching for the save, but he can't get there. Certainly, though, very early. Lots of time on the clock. Rule 1 looking to bounce back here with this kickoff. Killers. It's a back pass to Mosin. Hits it up. Or no, that's Rawas. Rawas actually getting the ball. Rawas hitting it down a long way. Into the corner. It's past Seiko. Back to Killers. Killers now a pass. Dangerous look for BDS. A double commit, but they do see it away. Now it's Seiko. Rise going for the bump. He can't quite get the bump, but a flip reset. Almost a bump there from Seiko as well, but there's a diving save in Rule 1. Now they're going down the other way. A chance here. Rawas gets it over 1. Can't quite get it over Seiko, but it's a dangerous look for BDS. Can they keep it away? Oh, they just about get the save there. Seiko stretching up, floating through the air, manages to get in the way of it. We have a game here. I like the new colors much better, Nox. I'm glad they switched it back to blue. I feel like it's a little bit of a darker blue, but I don't even care. It feels normal. Maybe it's the same blue. I can't tell. Hitting it central. Monkey Moon now, off the sidewall. This is a close one here. Brozo calling me biased. Fair enough, fair enough. Jay conceding that BDS are better after just one goal, it looks like. Jay, don't concede defeat yet. Rule 1 looking threatening there, but a nice save from BDS. So, again, the good news if you're a Rule 1 fan is this is crew battle. And I've already mentioned it. Rawas and his team, but especially Rawas, are dominant in these other game modes in 1v1, especially Rawas. Oh, a nice shot here from Killers. Can't quite put it in, though. So all they're going to need to do is take 1 or 2 3v3s, and they might have the series under wraps. They can drop a couple 3v3s here with no problem. In fact, they could drop 3 3v3s and still win the series. Dangerous looks here for BDS, but they somehow keep the ball away. You have to imagine it's a little bit the defense of BDS, but also Rule 1 just slightly off on their shooting. You have to imagine if they've been a little more solid on the shooting here, a little more accurate, they could have scored a goal. Rise hitting it toward the corner. BDS now they're finally broken out. They were on defense for a big stretch, but now they're back on the offense. Seiko hits it up high. Killers will read it. Oh, he hits it a bit far away, though. Seiko, a pass out to Rise. Rise has to force to 50. Oh, Monkey Moon! He's going to get the goal, but no, Killers can't quite get the save. Monkey Moon puts his team up 2. This was a shot that pretty much didn't quite go in. Killers, though, can't make the save in time. Monkey Moon, he had to make a touch quick, Killers. Not a misplay at all. He had to make a quick save or Monkey Moon was going to dunk the ball over him. Unfortunately, he just barely misses the save. Dangerous looks for Rule 1. They are now down 2 goals, 2 minutes to go. They're going to have to score twice here to see an overtime. Otherwise, they're going to lose this first game. Again, certainly a lot of time left in the game, a lot of time left in the series. But Rule 1, they're going to want to start hot here. They're going to want at least 1 goal to get their momentum going. BDS looking for a 3rd goal. They will concede, though. There we go. A momentum builder for Rule 1. They get their first goal here. A minute 36 seconds left on the clock. There's enough time here for Rule 1 to make a comeback. Now just down 1 goal. It was a mistake out of BDS, but again, in this format, in these tournaments, in these moments, you have to challenge, you have to punish the mistake. So Rule 1 taking advantage of that mistake, and they do get a goal here. BDS, you can't be making those double commits, those triple commits. It wasn't a triple commit, but you can't be making those over commits in that situation. Nice save here out of Rule 1. Another dangerous situation, though. They are, again, penned in on the defense. Although they do break out. Here's a chance. Mazin. Oh, but it's a nice touch from Seiko. Hitting it wide into the corner. Monkey Moon now getting a chance here. Ooh, a 50 from Mazin. Dangerous. Seiko, can he get there? Rawas beats him out just barely, but Rise will see it away. Rise now. Ooh, a pass down to Seiko. A snapshot, but it's slightly off target. BDS only up 1 goal now. A minute left in the game. Rule 1 still looking for the tie. It's down to Mazin. He hits it up to Killers on the sidewall. A 50 from Rise, though, leaves this a little bit of a desperate situation for Rule 1. They actually do get it away. Now on to BDS half. A nice 50 there, but it's going to be right in Monkey Moon's lap. Rawas. Oh, a nice touch. It's a pass. Killers is there, but he can't quite read the touch off of Seiko. Seiko, though, he hits it right back at Killers. Killers flies by the ball. I don't know about the decision there. He could have had a chance at the ball. Instead, though, there's a nice 50. Now Rawas has a chance. BDS playing excellent defense in these final seconds. Rule 1, they're going to have to break through. They have 19 seconds left to do so. Mystic wants BDS to win. We got a lot of fans both ways here. BDS have a long clear. There's not a lot of time, though. Rule 1, 7 seconds. Can they get this down the field? Can they score? Or will we see a BDS lead in the series? Mazin, oh, he can't quite do it. BDS killed the ball. That's game 1. Well done from BDS here, taking the first 3v3. Although a close game, a 1-goal game in the end. Well done, though. BDS starting off strong here. And again, they are going to need every 3v3 they can get. It is by far their favored game mode, the best game mode for BDS. So you have to imagine in this format, they're going to want every 3v3 under the sun.
Like Falcons losing, that has to like put a little inkling in the back of your mind, like uh-oh, like maybe Mina doesn't have it in the bag.
Oh, I didn't read the entire message from Mystic. He wants the fans silence. Some people seem to think, you know, silencing crowds. I want BDS to silence crowd because I'm a BDS fan. It's not anything against Mina fans. I don't think, you know, you should be rooting against crowds. I really like crowds in general, and as far as I've understood it, the Mina crowd is nothing like the K-Corp crowd that like sometimes like gets quiet after their team's out. It has seemed, at least so far, like the crowd is cheering on even in series they don't have a direct stake in. So hopefully we get to see more. Nick says, I didn't react to the open net miss. Did he have an open net miss? I might have missed it. I might have... Oh, I didn't mean for a pun. I might have not seen the open net miss. Sorry, Nick. There were some close chances there. I really feel like I said it, and if there was an open net miss, it even more so. They needed better shooting. So I was talking about how good the defenses were, but something I'm going to point out now while we're on a bit of a break is I think both teams, but especially Rule 1, need better shooting. They had a lot of chances on the net, and they couldn't quite, you know, put it in the right places. Sometimes they were hitting off the backboard. Sometimes they were, you know, just missing on a side, like just barely wide. Monkey Moon now in a 1v1 with Ross. He might get goal 1, and we do! Monkey Moon, he wants to put his mark on this 1v1. I talked him up in the pre-show here, right before this game, saying even Monkey Moon could beat Rawas on the right day. Maybe he will, but it is just 1 goal. 7 seconds in. Rawas, he's definitely the favorite here. Let's see if he can bounce back from this 1 goal deficit. Interesting here, I'm slightly listening to Jorby. Jorby is mentioning, at one time, Monkey Moon was considered the best player in the world. That is no longer the case. Maybe an event like this could put Monkey Moon back in that conversation, especially if he's showing his stuff in 1v1. Monkey Moon, nice save there. Rawas nearly putting it in, but he will grab the boost and the ball. Unless there's a demo, Monkey Moon nearly getting himself in a position to be demo, but instead, he booms it down the field. A slight miss off target. Rawas here should have the ball away. Now both players on full boost. A nice bump from Rawas. He will tie this game right back up. Nice goal for Rawas, getting the nice bump. I actually want to point out a notable thing that's happening that I haven't mentioned in the first game. Hercules is casting this game, so it is Jorby and Hercules. For anyone that doesn't know, Hercules, another female caster, another homegrown Rocket League talent. She has not been given a chance on a major stage like this. Here she is casting in the semifinal. She was the interviewer earlier on, if anyone isn't aware. So I think a nice job from Gamers8 to give some talent, some love. Here, though, Rawas getting some love of his own with a nice goal here. Excellent shot, just straight on target. Monkey Moon out of position. Rawas sees it. He has the vision to see that out of position there and get some nice goal here. Gets a nice goal. Why is my bias actually working, Jay? I have no idea. But here, though, Rawas does have the lead down. Monkey Moon may tie it up. Mention the bias more often, Jay. I want to see more shots out of Monkey Moon like that. Close one. Rawas, though, he's probably going to get the save. Oh, dangerous double tap opportunity. Monkey Moon, he's showing why he was the best player in the world. He wants it back. He wants that crown. Let's see here. A nice double tap. Oh, on the replay. Beautiful read. Unfortunately for Rawas, he does go for the in and out save. A near miss from Russ. If he gets that save, it's a goal down the other way. Very close one. That one could have went either way. Both players nearly scoring, but it is Monkey Moon. Here, though, Rawas a chance on the kickoff. He gets the bump. Will he get the ball? No. Monkey Moon has boost and ball now. Rawas forced to go back and make a defensive stand here. Monkey Moon could take the lead. What's he got in the tank? It's a pretty pedestrian flick, and now it will go down the other way. Monkey Moon, though, going for the early challenge, the early goal, but no. Rawas with the save. What a save indeed. Yeah, chat disabled. Indeed, indeed. I agree, Foodie. Oh, nice from Rawas. He's going to get an open net here off the demo. Well done. Well done indeed. And with a minute 30 gone, I think it's enough to say this is pretty much how I expected the match to go. Maybe a bit closer than you would think. Because Monkey Moon's putting up a fight here, but Rawas does look slightly better. I think that if he can especially control the kickoffs, Rawas is going to take this game. But Monkey Moon, he's been having some good shooting here. He has had a couple misses, but for the most part, well shot, good shooting on Rawas, who is a solid defender, you know, the defensive MVP from the Spring Major here. So if Monkey Moon can keep up that brilliant shooting, he very well may take the 1v1. He's going to have to come back, though. He is down a goal. What can Rawas do? Oh, Monkey Moon, a demo of his own, and now there will be an open net down the other way. Monkey Moon proving exactly what I'm saying here. I'm not trying to just build a story out of nothing here. Monkey Moon truly is looking like he's right alongside Rawas. A bit unexpected. He's keeping it close. I do think Rawas is going to be favored the longer this game goes on, but you have to imagine Monkey Moon is feeling good. He is feeling amped up, ready to win this game, and when you have a Monkey Moon that's popping off like he is right now, anything can happen. Rawas, though, wants to get a goal here. He won't, but he will get the boost and the ball. Dangerous for Monkey Moon. What has he got? A 50? It goes Monkey's way. A well-done 50 from Monkey. Oh, but he missed the boost pad on 0 boost. Forced to wait. A lucky respawn. Monkey Moon now on 100 boost. Now it's danger for Ross. Can he get the save? No! Monkey Moon back in the lead. A 1-goal lead for Monkey Moon. His first lead since the early opening seconds of the game. Well done, Monkey Moon here. Proving again, he has it down. Sometimes all you need is the basics. A basic dribble down the line, ground dribble flick. That's all he needs. Dangerous for Rawas. He's now conceded 4 goals, perhaps more than some people thought Monkey Moon would get in the entire game, and we have half the game to go. Rawas, though, may tie this game up. A miss from Monkey Moon off the Rawas fake, and indeed, Rawas has his stuff too. It's not Monkey Moon isn't the only one that has got some goals in him. The basics are what is important in the 1v1s. Rawas proving that with a nice fake. I consider the fake one of the most classic, the most basic maneuver of all time. Faking. You learn it in bronze, and here Rawas showing off how effective it is, even at the highest of levels. And another nice shot out of Rawas, saved from Monkey Moon. Now it's down the other way. Monkey Moon may turn off this and go for boost. Oh, he doesn't. Actually, nearly on target. That was on target, nearly in. Rawas gets the save. Monkey Moon now full boost, a chance at the ball here. What can Rawas do in defense? Rawas doesn't quite get the ball, but it is over the side, so no shot from Monkey Moon. Rawas now, he's going to be boost starved. Dangerous, and enough. It is enough. Monkey Moon gets the goal. Again, this goal, a nice shot from Monkey Moon, but probably more earned off of the boost starving. He starved Rawas out of the boost. You can see 41 boosts for Rawas in this play, and that's not enough. He can't quite get the save. Monkey Moon looking deadly. He's looking deadly.
As soon as Monkey Moon sees Rawas's car on the right side,
Rawas booms it down the pitch. An open net here. Can he sink it? He does. Tie game. Rawas isn't going to go down that easy. Another kickoff goal from Rawas. And speaking of the kickoff goals, again, I was highlighting it pre-match. This is how Rawas wins these 1v1s. He is an excellent player at these kickoffs. And if he wins the series, it's going to be off of these kickoffs for 1v1. And not even the goals. It's not just the goals. It's all the kickoff maneuvers. Just making sure you win the ball every time or as consistently as possible. Another win from Rawas, showing off the kickoffs yet again. Monkey Moon, a dangerous touch in the air. He might have to 50 this. Rawas gets it past him, but no. Monkey Moon sees it a little bit away down the field, although Monkey Moon low on boost. A dangerous challenge. It might be rewarded, though. Monkey Moon gets a shot here. A miss. So, shots from Monkey Moon. He is playing very aggressive. Maybe that's what's catching Rawas off guard. The aggressive play to Monkey Moon probably wasn't expected by Rawas. And I agree with it. If you're Monkey Moon, you have to get Rawas uncomfortable. You have to be going for these aggressive, demolishing plays. An open net, but no, not quite enough boost. Rawas with a great save, and now Monkey Moon has to turn away. But again, this is how Monkey Moon will win the game if he does. The only way he wins is by playing this aggressive, challenging early. Rawas is the better player in terms of skill, in terms of mechanics. Monkey Moon's going to have to be that aggressor to get this series win. Rawas, a nice pop-up. Monkey Moon forced to make a save. Actually, a very brilliant catch there. Monkey Moon making the most of his low boost situation. Forced into an early flick, and it will be over. And Rawas is going to take the lead here. 51 seconds, though. Monkey Moon may still have something in him, but for now, Rawas in the lead.
going back puts him in a precarious position as well. Rawas, he knows how desperate Monkey Moon was.
Rawas, again, a well-known, one of the top 1v1ers, if not the very best. Going into this event, I called Rawas the #1 1v1 player in the world. So I just want to highlight how bizarre this is, that Monkey Moon is actually keeping this as close as he has. A chance off kickoff, but Rawas will see it away. But yeah, again, I want to highlight this fact that Monkey Moon, although no slouch of a player, is the underdog here. Rawas, the #1 1v1 player in the world in many people's books, including my own. Can't quite get a goal here. Monkey Moon only down 1 with 30 seconds. You have to imagine he has a chance here. And with the 50, that might be a goal. Monkey Moon ties this right back up. 26 seconds to go. Monkey Moon is making this a dogfight, a duel. He wants his victory. He wants to put the team on his back. Get BDS a 2-game lead. I can't believe this. We're going into the final seconds here in a tied game. #2 in the world, Moxie. Oh yeah, Moxie. I forgot about Moxie. So the #1 player at this event in 1v1s was Rawas coming into it. Of all the players at Gamers8, he was definitely the favorite in 1v1s. Now Monkey Moon, what can he do? Hits it down the field. Rawas reads him. What can Rawas do? Flip, reset. It's a goal! With only 10 seconds left on the clock, Rawas scores. Gets the 1-goal lead. This is an important one here. This may very well be the game-winning goal. You can see the Rule 1 crowd there. They have fans in the crowd, including their co-owners. I believe at least Sunless Khan is there, and Civic maybe in the audience as well. Well done there from Rawas. He could win the game with that goal. And with the kickoff, that may be all he needs. 7 seconds now. He's going to go for another one. Monkey Moon forced into the save, but there's only 3 seconds to go. 0 seconds now. Monkey Moon loses the game. Rawas holds his nerve, gets the goal in the final seconds, takes this 1v1 game. And we have a series on our hands. You knew the 1v1 was going to go Rawas's way, but certainly no one could have expected that. Monkey Moon still with a chance at 0 seconds. What a game there for Monkey Moon. So Rawas now, again, a win, a very critical win for Rawas. But you have to imagine Monkey Moon feeling confident. Maybe not though. Monkey Moon frustrated on his face there, so maybe he's not confident. I would imagine if I were Monkey Moon, I'd be confident after such a good 1v1 performance. But no, Monkey Moon disappointed with the loss. So we'll see how that goes. Thank you. Yeah, I agree, Ryan. It is a great game indeed. Ferris saying Nupo. Yeah, Nupo, he's new. I'd give him time, Ferris. But I think Falcons played well to make the semis. Obviously, you think Falcons would win, but unfortunate for them, they don't quite get the W there against Version 1. Into this game, what a game, what a series. And Nox pointing out all the 1v1 players. Obviously, you got Zen, Moxie, Rawas, but the point is, Rawas is right up there. And in my book, I'd forgotten that Moxie won the chalked Duels 1v1 matchup, but besides Moxie, of all the players here, Rawas really was the #1 player, even above Zen coming into this event. So, interesting one here. We'll see how this one goes. Is Twisted Minds in the crowd? Well, of course he would be. Why wouldn't you want to watch and cheer on? I'm sure they're all friends here, the coaches and players of the MENA team that attended Worlds. Now, Rule 1, into this game now, they've tied the series up, but again, they lost the last 3v3. So in a 3v3, you're looking for Rule 1 to really step up and improve their shooting as a squad. I think the 1v1 is important for Rule 1, but it doesn't really show us a lot for their threes like level. And last game wasn't great out of them. Although here, another example of the poor shooting. Rawas can't quite make a connection. Killers now is going to get the ball, but BDS are in the Rule 1 half. Monkey Moon, oh, dangerous from him, but another poor shot. Maybe both teams need to work on the shooting. Yeah, Nick, I see again, I would feel like after you play Rawas, a top 1v1 are so close, Monkey Moon should have been happy with it, but no, he was disappointed with that performance, so we'll see if that affects him, the mentality here. Seiko, ooh, a nice 50 from Seiko. Monkey Moon grabbing, stealing the boost here. BDS are going to have a chance, especially if they can, you know, starve the other team of boost here. Mozen, though, will break away. Monkey Moon hitting it right back down the other end, but now Rule 1 should have boost. They have broken out, gotten that boost back on the table. A bump, though, from Rise. Will even open net for Seiko. Not quite open, but Killers can't make the save. Nicely done. A great pass from Rise. Has to be said, a great bump. Seiko, a good shot, but really more on Rise there. More on the brilliant passing. And well done. Mozen does have to step up. Welcome, Texie. Welcome to the stream. We are watching Gamers8. We are in the midst of the last semi-final. The winner of this match will face Version 1 in the grand final for the lion's share of the $2 million prize pool. A lot of stakes here. The series is tied 1-all. BDS looking to take a 2-game lead now. They're up one goal in Game 3. But Rule 1 trying to bounce back. We know they have it in them. They definitely can bounce back. But I'll say it again. I think the shooting's going to have to improve. Someone in chat saying Mawson needs to step up. I think all three of them need to step up. Their passing and their shooting. Maybe their defense, if Seiko gets another goal here. They've had some incredible defense this series, but here they miss in a pretty poor moment. The game score, Eshon, is 1-all. 1-all. Eshon, it sure looks like I was right, but people were calling me crazy. I don't know what to tell you guys. But anyway, Rise here. He passes it to Seiko. Seiko, flip reset available, doesn't use it. Killers is going to get it past the corner. Monkey Moon now hunting it mid. Rawas hitting it to the other way. What can Monkey Moon do? He hits it towards mid. Monkey Moon, another pass. Seiko up for the shot. Hits it down. Rule 1, though, an easy save. Now it's a chance down the other way. Monkey Moon forced to Rise. Killers, a pass. Rawas unfortunately touches that. They can't quite pinch it in. And now it's dangerous back the other way. BDS getting a shot here. Monkey Moon back to Rise now. Mazen, a 50. Now it's to Rawas. end-to-end action. Maybe Rule 1 get their goal, and they do. Rawas ties this game not ties the game, gets a goal though. 1 goal now down. A very important one though. They didn't want to be going into the final half of the game down 2 goals. So a nice goal there from Rawas to lessen the lead, to improve their chances in this game. And that's the shooting I'm talking about. That's the kind of plays that they're going to have to make. The passing plays, the shooting. And that was a bit of end-to-end, a little bit of a breakaway. But I don't even think it was a mistake from BDS. I think that was just end-to-end action. Oh, that would be a mistake, though. Monkey Moon misses the read. Rule 1, can they capitalize? Ross does get the ball here. Monkey Moon can't quite 50 it. Rise, a nice touch from Rise. Still dangerous for BDS, but he had to see that away. Killers gets the nice demo through the smoke screen. Seiko makes contact. Monkey Moon now hits it off the backboard. Rise will be there. Now just 2 minutes and 15 seconds, under half the game to go. Rule 1 still down a goal, but they are in the midst of a bounce back. They just scored last. Mawson has to make a save. It's up to Killers. Killers pass Monkey Moon. Can he get past another? He does. Pass 2, all 3. Ruas, and he does! The passing play, Killers to Ruas. They tie this game up with 2 minutes on the clock. Well done from both Killers and Rawas. A double tap out of Rawas. They pass from Killers. They get the goal here. 2 minutes now left on the clock. And this is the kind of plays I needed to see out of Rule 1. They're finally starting to put it together. Meanwhile, let's talk now about BDS. What they need to do. Their defense needed to step up. Couldn't quite get it done. So now they need to get back to that offense. They scored 2 goals early. It wasn't just off Rule 1 mistakes. They're also having incredible passing plays of their own. I want to look back to that. Rise connecting with Seiko. He might do it there, but not quite. But you're going to need to see more connections like that out of BDS if they want to take this 3v3. Mazen, a nice touch off the wall. Gets past 1, gets past 2. Does he go for the bump? No. Monkey Moon also with the nice clear. Rise should beat the ball, but no, he doesn't. Mazen now. Oh, that's a whiff. That's a miss. Rule 1 in a dangerous position here. Killers does bail his team out. An open net for Killers. I don't know what happened, but Rule 1 have scored. Let's watch this replay. Killers somehow getting the open net. It's off a demo. Mazen with the demo, opening up the net for this Rule 1 squad. Nicely done. Someone in chat wanted Mazen to step up. Well, he did. He got the demo. Rule 1 score there. Well done for the 3 of them. They may take this game now 1 minute and 16 seconds. BDS, they have to score or they're going to be losing now in the series. Almost another goal from Rule 1, just barely off the crossbar. Not quite. Rise now. Another touch wide. Shooting being a problem now, maybe for BDS. The shooting originally a problem for Rule 1. Maybe BDS now are the ones that need to improve their shooting percentage. Can they get the goal here? Monkey Moon, a nice jump off the wall. It doesn't lead to much, though, but Rise now is going to get a free one here. A pass to Seiko. Seiko doesn't make contact. I don't know about that one. 47 seconds. Rule 1 are going to be loving every time BDS doesn't make contact. BDS need to make more plays on the ball. Seiko now, a pass to Monkey Moon. Monkey Moon 50s the ball. It's down central, but Killers will read it away. Rise, though, another nice 50. Dangerous for Rule 1, but BDS don't have time. They only have 30 seconds, so all these dangerous situations will amount to nothing if they can't score in the next 26 seconds. Rise, a double tap pass. Seiko doesn't get the read. That's not what you want to see out of BDS. If you're a Rule 1 fan, though, you're ecstatic. They may score an insurance goal here with 15 seconds left. Rule 1, they're about to win the game. BDS, can they score here with time running out of the clock? Rise, getting it down the field. It's a pass to Seiko, but no shot. Saved away by Rule 1. Now on 0 seconds, BDS desperate for a goal here. Rule 1, all they need to do is kill the ball. And they do. The ball is killed. Rule 1, now with the lead. They've won the 3v3 and the 1v1. BDS in trouble here. Going into the 2v2 now, you see Fear in the audience. You see Sunless Con in the audience. The Rule 1 caster, the Rule 1 co-owner supporting their squad, and now Rule 1 has a lead here. So well done from Rule 1. It really was some necessary. Oh, I should have closed the poll. The poll now swapped it up a bit. We have 18 votes. Wow, a lot of people voting in the poll. The poll now is actually exactly even. So I'm going to end it right here. More equal people voting for BDS and Rule 1. That is hilarious to me. Arneev saying Rule 1 will be the Gamers8 winners. Hey, don't count BDS out just quite yet. That was just a 1-game difference. I think the real decider here is now going to be the 2v2. If Rule 1 win the 2v2, that's pretty much the series done and dusted. I don't think they're going to drop 3 games in a row. Meanwhile, BDS, if they tie up the series on the back of a 2v2 win, you're looking at them to potentially take the series. That said, it would still be tied, obviously, in the record. But this is critical. This is the swing game. Rule 1, if they win this, they win the whole thing. They're going to need another win, but you know what I mean. I feel very confident saying that if Rule 1 can knock down this game, they will have the series on wraps. Let's see here what happens, though. Rawas and Monkey Moon, sorry, Rawas and Killers versus Seiko and Monkey Moon. On opposite teams are Rawas and Monkey Moon. It is a 2v2 because we chose the 1v1 first. Rule 1 choosing the 1v1. Killers now, he's going to start with an open net. Well done off the 50 win. Let's see, who did he challenge for the win here? He beat Monkey Moon to the ball. Well done, Killers, starting off strong here. And again, I mentioned it before, BDS are very strong in 2v2, but you have to favor Rule 1 here. You imagine the twins, the connection they share is going to put them over the top. Both very strong players, obviously, in their own right. But indeed, with that connection, all the experience of playing with each other, Killers deciding to take its time, and he certainly has time. 4 minutes and 45 seconds to go. They scored so early, we pretty much have the whole game left. Monkey Moon, though, in a 1v1 with Rawas, can't quite put it on target. Monkey Moon and Rise might have been better. They've been playing with Seiko the whole time, and they've won quite a few 2v2s with Seiko. A lot of people would have picked Rise, though. Monkey Moon a bit off the crossbar. And now BDS are going to have to come back. They're down in goal here. They might be down 2. Not quite. Monkey Moon does see it away. Nice touches from Seiko, but not anything super threatening. Right now, we haven't seen much threatening shots from either side. What can BDS do here? Again, in the 2v2, they may not be favorites, but Monkey Moon managed to put up a really good fight against Rawas. You have to imagine they're going to want to put up even more of a fight here and win, because otherwise they're going down 3-1. Rawas, though, he wants that victory. He wants to go up in this series by 2 games. He scores their second goal. Nicely done.
Just a big old bus, Ross is. And what a start for the Twins.
You have to imagine the crowd is behind Rule 1. It's not just the Rule 1 fan base in the crowd. Probably all the fans in the crowd very happy to see this. Although Monkey Moon, he does get a kickoff goal, and BDS are back within 1. So the crowd getting loud for a moment, but not for long, as Monkey Moon will get a goal here off the nice 50, just a kill on the ball by Seiko. Just you know, goes nowhere on the kickoff. You have to imagine that was communicated by Seiko and Monkey Moon. It sure looked pre-planned. Here, though, this one a little less pre-planned, but both players cheat. It is on the Rule 1 half Seiko with a chance here, but it is seen away by Killers. Killers now, a really nice 50 from him. If he gets the win here, oh, Monkey Moon, dangerous touch. It is mid to Rawas. Rawas nearly putting that in. You have to imagine that was a mistake from Monkey Moon, and the more mistakes BDS make, the more you favor Rule 1 in the series. Dangerous off the crossbar. BDS nearly conceding again. Monkey Moon, though, nearly conceding isn't enough for him. He's going to pass it, and Seiko will score. So, end-to-end action here. The slightest of mistakes, I've mentioned this before, the slightest of mistakes can be the difference maker in Rocket League. That there wasn't even a mistake out of Rule 1. They just missed. I guess it was a mistake, but the nearest of misses off the crossbar. They nearly put it in, but can't quite finish. And now, BDS tied a game. Again, you still favor Rule 1 in the 2v2, but the longer this goes, the closer BDS are, the sketchier it gets. When you go to an overtime with teams like this, either team can win. Rule 1 nearly scoring, though. They don't want an overtime. They want to win this in regulation, that's for sure. Seiko off the backboard. Now into the corner. Oh, he loses the ball, though. Rule 1, a chance for Rawas. He hits it in, and he does score. Rawas, a nice pass from Killers, even better placement from Rawas. He knew Seiko was low on boost, and he hit it right where Seiko can't touch it. Nice into the top right corner, not enough boost in the tank for Seiko. He wanted to give them some hope indeed, it sure seems like that. Rule 1 though, you don't want to troll a little too early. We saw some of our show matches the other day. Trolling early, certainly not the viable option, especially in a format like this. You don't want to give up any momentum, get the other team too happy here. Hope might be all BDS needs for all you know. Killers, though, will get the boost grab there. Nice from him. Dangerous from Monkey Moon, but with 2 players, there wasn't a lot he could do. A nice touch from Killers, but he's going to leave. And it is indeed a great pass. I was going to say, but it gets saved away. Saved away, but to who? To Rawas. A nice pass from Killers. Well done indeed. Rawas gets the finish. Rule 1 now, up 2 goals.
The synergy is real. It's actually real,
You hear the casters saying it, and I agree. There's a lot of synergy between Ross and Killers. I mentioned it. They're twins. For anyone that isn't aware, they're real-life, bona fide twin brothers. And that connection is showing. Although here, Seiko, he wants a little to show that his connection with Monkey Moon as he gets a goal here. Off the pass, the kickoff from Monkey Moon. Nicely done, Seiko. Again, the connection from the twins, but it might not be enough if they let too many of these in. Kickoffs in 1v1, I already talked about how important they are in 1v1. They're just as important in other game modes, 2v2s included. If Seiko and BDS keep winning kickoffs like this, they may get the game win, although their Killers does get the ball away. A demo from Rawas, but he doesn't quite make contact. Seiko now going down the other way. He's at a boost. He does get a snapshot, but it's not quite on target. Killers gets the pinch away. An open net for Rawas. Seiko might get back, though. Get back he does. What do we see here out of Rawas? He has a 1v1 opportunity. Monkey Moon. Oh, it's dangerous the other way. Enough boost for Monkey Moon. Oh, but he's forced to 50 it. Seiko now 1v1 with Rawas. And a tough shot, a tough save. Rawas, can he do it again? He doesn't need to. Monkey Moon missed. And Rule 1, lucky there, counting their lucky stars, they got away, and they might get a goal out of it, and they do! Rule 1 up 2 goals now, off the miss by Monkey Moon. A critical open net, not quite open, but there was an opening there for Monkey Moon. He misses it, and now Rule 1 have a 2-goal lead. Nox, I didn't mean it like that. But indeed, teammates, they've been teammates for a while now. Seiko and Monkey Moon, they won a world championship together, but can they win this 2v2? It remains to be seen. Monkey Moon trying to get a doomsday dish, nicely placed, but it is saved away. Well, a good read from Rawas, I should say, down the other way. Killers now with the ball. Monkey Moon gets touch. Rawas, though, is going to be there. A boost steal from Killers. You have to imagine maybe you start to see a little bit of a boost, decline in the boost from BDS. A little bit of a shortage there. And in fact, Seiko is low on boost. 1v1 with Killers, just enough in the tank to get that save. Rawas, another boost steal. They're starving out BDS now. Rawas making it look easy, but Seiko is there. Killers trying to get the 50. He does, but it is a pinch to the right wall. Monkey Moon can't get it. Rawas, a pass to Killers. It's an open net. Not quite. Rawas, though, will finish. With 3 goals now, 48 seconds, you have to imagine Rule 1 gonna take the win in this game. Can BDS come back 3 goals in 48 seconds? I'm not so sure. Rawas, another nice goal. Killers and Rawas assisting each other nearly every step of the way. I do believe that Rawas has at least a hat trick, probably more, out of Rawas. Nicely done from him. And another kickoff win. Rule 1 are gonna take down this game unless we see a miracle out of BDS. And there is no miracle. Rawas almost putting on another goal, although maybe that is the miracle they need. Seiko, he has to put this in, and he has to put it in quick. No goal from Seiko. No miracle. No Christmas in June or August this time around. And Rule 1 will take this victory here. They're going to go up 3-1. A dangerous situation for BDS. They're going to be down in the series. You have to imagine Rule 1 feeling very confident to boot. So all the momentum, everything is in Rule 1's favor right now. And they score another goal to cement what I'm saying. A nice 50 from Rawas. Rule 1, they might be on top. They may take this series. I said it. If they take the 2v2, if they take this game, they're probably winning the series. I'm pretty much ready to call here. BDS, they're going to have to show something. They're going to have to show something that we haven't seen. They're going to have to really level up here in the final moments. If not, Rule 1 are going to win. And I want to get a very important to note now. Based on the situation here, even if BDS win the next 3v3, Monkey Moon will have to win a 1v1. Because if they win the 3v3, Rule 1 pick the next choice, and they're going to pick 1v1. Monkey Moon, the only way they win this series is if he beats Rawas in a 1v1. So you have to imagine this is pretty much over. Rule 1 get 2 3v3s and a 1v1, and they only have to win one of those 3 games, and they win the series. Should BDS change their roster? I don't think they should change, but they probably will, just because I think Rise likes to move on quickly, so he's probably going to move on. I appreciate it, Eshan. Oh, my bad, guys. I never updated the title. I'm sorry. I should have updated the title. Here we are at the end of the series, and now I'm updating the title. That's okay. Seiko and Monkey Moon didn't look good there. I'm not going to lie. Obviously, Rawas and Killers look great, but a lot of misses from Monkey Moon in critical moments, and he could have tied up the game if I'm remembering, or at least made it a 1-goal difference. I think it would have been a tie. He could have tied up the game and he missed it. So a really critical loss there. He felt like Monkey fell off. He isn't the same anymore. And Rise plays so bad. KMT, for the record, they just got second place at the World Championship. They're not bad. And they're getting top 4 here. So they actually have been a little more consistent than like Karmine Corps, than Vitality this split. That said, they probably will make a change anyway. But they are still top tier players. They're in the semifinals, for goodness sake. People are acting like BDS is terrible here. And they may very well lose this series. And they would not, they probably will. I think they're going to lose the series here. But certainly, a semifinal is nothing to shake your head at. Here we go, Rawas. He wants to end it here. He wants it to be over and done with, done and dusted. He wants to face Version 1 in the grand finals. Welcome, Andre. Welcome, Andre. You think Rule 1 choose 1v1 after winning comfortably 2v2s? Actually, you know, Jay, that's a good point. Maybe they choose 2v2. I don't know for sure. Either way, BDS are going to have to win in the non-3v3 mode. The only mode they've won in so far is 3v3. That's the one I think they still are slightly the favorites, although we'll see here. They have lost one 3v3 game. They might lose another. Rooney apologizing for my loss. I'm going to call it over until it is over, but it is getting close here. It does look like Rule 1 are the better team, and now they're up a goal here. Dangerous for them, though. Seiko, he will put in a shot. BDS tie the game. But I'll just own it up right here. Even if BDS win this 3v3, it is looking very unlikely they take the series. A little bit of a team bump there from Rule 1, so perhaps BDS capitalizing on a mistake. You like to see that, that's for sure. Arneve saying Seiko is slightly fallen from grace. He's definitely not as good as his World Championship MVP appearance in last year's World Championship, like over a year ago. But I don't think he's fallen off from, like, you know, spring. I think he played very well in spring in general. What does Suspect say? Did Suspect say anything? But anyway, here we go. Another look here from Rawas. Nearly a goal. Deadly in the box here are Rule 1. They have been shooting much better. Ever since I commented it, in their very first game, they had pretty poor shooting. Ever since then, they've looked much better. BDS, though, they're still a good defense. And Rule 1 are going to have to do double taps like this to get the goal. Rawas nearly puts it in. Another brilliant save, but that will be enough. Mazen gets the tap in here. Well done. Another goal for Rule 1. Again, they want to end the series right here, right now. Arneve thought I would be right for a little bit. Yeah, it is looking like Rule 1 are going to take another 3v3 here, although I will maintain exactly what I said before, but for the record, Rule 1, again, are the favorites, and they're looking like they're going to take this game here. They're going to take this series. Rule 1, what can they do? Up a goal. They don't even need to do anything, but you have a feeling. It just feels like they're going to score again. Rawas, he wants to score again indeed, and there we will get it. Mazen, they do score again. Another put in for Mazen. He is finishing the touches here off the passes from Rawas. And it was a nice top corner shot there. Rise was in a position to make a save. It was a poor touch, but no. Mazen, the brilliant top corner shot. Well done. Rule 1 now up 2 goals. 3 minutes and 30 to go. If BDS are to bounce back, which is unlikely, they're going to need to do it soon. There's not a lot of time on the clock. Even most of the game is left. You have to imagine, if they let this momentum stew, if they can't score goals soon, you have to imagine they're not going to be ready to score when the opportunity presents itself. Seiko, though, nearly dunked by Mazen. Mazen looking for a hat trick right now, it should be mentioned. He may very well get one. Monkey Moon, though, will clear it down the other way. 50 sees it to no one, though. Rise not in a position to capitalize. And there's another shot from Rule 1, forcing the save out of Seiko. Another shot. Monkey Moon rushing the saves now. BDS are going to be boost starved any moment. Rise, though, a shot. Killers is there for the save. BDS, they're getting their chances, but again, they can't put anything in. Rule 1, standing stalwart in the defense. Seiko, a flip reset. It's a miss, though. It's a misdirection, and that will be a goal from Rise. About half the game left. BDS now only down 1 goal. I think that was a bit quick enough. It took them about a minute, but BDS do score here with time on the clock. 2 minutes and 30 seconds, in fact, half the game. Killers is good at a playmaking. I agree, Arneve. And indeed, Rule 1, if they can continue their run here, I know they just conceded a goal, but they have been looking much the better here in this game, and all they have to do is keep the ball rolling, and they will take down BDS 4-1. That's, though, a nice shot from BDS, saved. Again, Rawas making a difference on both sides. Mawson looking on a hat trick. What can he do? It's a pass. Killers, another pass to his brother Rawas. Nearly a goal, but Seiko gets saved. Now it's a breakaway down the other way. Monkey Moon, he ties this game up. Monkey Moon and BDS, they get the goal here, tie the game. 2 minutes and 15 seconds. The series isn't over. People are calling game here. BDS, they don't want to call game. They want to put a little bit of fight back in, and at very least show their prowess in 1v1 or 2v2. It remains to be seen if they'll be able to win that. Probably not, you have to imagine. But certainly they could win this game. And let's see how it ends up here. Rawas hitting it off the backboard. Oh, a touch from BDS. A bit of a bad touch, honestly, from Rawas. As it allows a waterfall pass. Not quite. Rawas now. He's going to hit it central. You'd love to see Rule 1 passing, and the demos, that's what they're going to need to get the score, but there is no follow-up. Monkey Moon now, enough boost to make a play. A flip reset, another touch. Oh, what a save, but it isn't enough. It is. Mazen with the double save. 2 saves from Mazen. Well done. Rule 1, keep out a dangerous look. BDS now, they're going to want that one back. Definitely could have been a goal. A brilliant touch from Monkey Moon, but it wasn't enough. Team bump, though, from Rule 1's going to leave an opening here. Rise. Another flip reset, but no. Seiko hitting it wide. Mazen gets the touch now. It is Rawas, I should say. Oh, a dangerous touch from Rawas. Never mind, that's Mazen. Mazen's not obviously going to own goal there. BDS, they've had their chances, but they haven't been able to sink them. Still tied up here. About a minute 15 to go. Rule 1, they're now looking threatening. They have the pass. They have the shot. They have the goal. Mazen will sink it. I spoke a tad too soon there, but Mazen does put in the barely a miss from Killers, but Mazen will put it in. And that's exactly what Mazen has been doing for this team. He's now scored a hat trick. 3 goals for Mazen. He is putting in all these misses from his teammates. Well done, Mazen. That could be the game winner there. Over BDS. The series winner, but no, this one maybe. Rawas, he wants to punctuate their victory with another goal. Jay, good question. We have a question in chat. Wait, well, now multiple things from Jay. What a goal from Mazen. They can bounce back here, BDS, but we're going to have to see more. I'll answer your second question after this. Now I took the time to answer that question. BDS again, down 2 goals. You have to imagine they need to score quick here. Oh, a turn away from Rise. He needed to turn quicker. Rule 1 now, they can kill time. They can score again, but no, Killers are going to instead just burn more time off the clock. Take it up the sidewall. Seiko forced to challenge. Monkey Moon down the way. 40 seconds left. What can BDS do? It's a shot from Monkey Moon, but Rawas is there. Seiko now, he's going to carry this mid, but he can't get it anywhere. Rawas is everywhere on the backboard, everywhere in the defense. Now Killers, they're not giving BDS any space. In fact, it's all the way back to BDS half, and now with 25 seconds, 2 goals to go. You have to imagine this is game, especially if Rule 1 get another one for the road. They don't quite rise. He needs to get a goal here. Desperate. 15 seconds or the series is over. Dangerous look, Monkey Moon, another miss from Monkey Moon. He hits it right at the defender. That's game. Rule 1, moving on to the semifinals. What a series from Rule 1. Incredible performance all around the world, all around all 3 modes. Rule 1, they're here for this crowd. They're here for this team. They are proving it to themselves, proving it to the world here with their very first grand final appearance of all time and the first grand final appearance for a MENA team since spring of last year in RLCS, the spring major last season when Falcons managed to make the spring major grand finals. So an incredible run here from Rule 1. Their very first, again, all 3 of these players have never been this far in the tournament. They are in the grand finals for the first time in their lives, representing this brand new org, Rule 1, in the grand finals for the first time. It'll be interesting to see. We have the battle of 2 underdogs now in the grand finals. No one expected this matchup. Version 1 versus Rule 1. Who can take the victory here? Let me go back to what Jay said. Top 2 MENA better than top 2 NA. Right now, the top 2 NA are probably Gen G and Complexity.
Now, did I predict Rule 1 would lose to them? I'm not gonna say.
In crew battle, Jay, definitely. I'm not sold in 3v3 yet. That said, I think the benefit for MENA is they're getting experience. Tournaments like this, despite being crew battle, give them 3v3 experience. We're going to listen to the interview now with Cresport. So well done from Rule 1 again. These players, definitely unexpected here to be going this far in the tournament.
Critical role in a series like this.
اكيد محسن لاعب كبير صراحه ومن يوم ضفناه للفريق واحنا عارفين انه راح ان شاء الله نوصل مراكز عاليه والحمد لله يعني وصلنا مركز ثاني ولسه باقي الطموح الاول.
Crowd cheering on what he said.
سالنا محسن نتكلم عن وش اللي ممكن يصير في الراستر حقه خصوصا انه محسن يعتبر هو الشخص اللي دائما ما نتكلم عنه لان احنا دائما نتكلم عن التوينز عن روس وكيلرز لكن الجواب محسن basically Cresport was talking about محسن that he plays a critical role in the team and the second that they got him in the roster they knew that they're going to do great things with him.
Thanks, Fancy. Being a translator and the host, it's got to be difficult.
But it's still not over for them and they still need to win the finals.
Okay, it's not over. They need to win the finals. You have to imagine Rule 1 are the favorites going into the finals, but it's definitely not over.
Top spot in the club awards. You got Twisted Minds into the RLCS. Now you've given them the top spot in the club awards.
They've got the club awards. What is the club awards? Does anyone know what the club awards is? Frozo, it was 4-1. Rule 1, a pretty dominant victory.
زي ما تشوفون اعزائي المشاهدين سالنا كريسبر ان نتكلم عن وش اللي ممكن شعوره تجاه موضوع فريق تويستد مايندز لان فريق تويستد الان قدر انه يضمن المركز الاول في الكلوب اووردز وبيكون هو الفائز بجائزه افضل نادي في جيمرز 8 لهذه السنه فسالناه وش الشعور تجاه النقطه هذه. Crisper's answer was basically saying that Twisted Minds is a great team and they deserve the win and I'm just happy that we were able to help them.
So nice job, Rule 1. They helped out Twisted Minds. I don't understand what Twisted Minds won, but apparently Twisted Minds won something now.
Version1 next now in the grand finals. This whole crowd here has come
Mina
out
Farah.
to support you guys all throughout the weekend.
French Cresport.
What do you have to say for your fans here in the arena?
I think Cresport definitely a good coach from what I've seen. He's also very active on social media, which I like. Obviously, it's mostly in Arabic, which I don't understand. But I have seen him post on Twitter in English, which is nice. Nick says pretty easy. It ended up being pretty easy in the grand scheme of things. Obviously, everyone's probably gonna clown on me, but I say how I see it. I did think BDS was the 3v3 favorite going into the series. That said, in a coin flip scenario, not that crazy at all to see Rule 1 take this way they did. What was surprising is how dominant a lot of those victories were. So definitely well played from Rule 1. And again, I think they're the favorites going to the grand final now in every game mode. Version 1 would be the underdogs of all underdogs to win here. We'll see what Rule 1 can accomplish. They have the crowd behind them at the very least. Across all esports, the best org. The best org that performs in this tournament gains additional prize money. Oh, across all esports. Twisted Minds across all other esports. Okay, I gotcha. So that means that BDS was close to Twisted Minds in the overall esports standings. I gotcha. I'm assuming Rule 1 has no other chance to win money because Rule 1 is an only Rocket League esport. But that makes sense that BDS is in other esports, and so is Twisted Minds for that matter. You'll be tilted at Version 1. Me too. Now that Rule 1 have been, I'm all on the Rule 1 train, okay? Because obviously I was saying that this was, I didn't say it like this, but I said that whoever beat BDS and Rule 1 would, win the tournament. So effectively, the stronger semifinals, in my opinion. Maybe. We'll see. But I definitely think Rule 1 here got to be the favorite, so we'll see what happens. Thank you, everyone that watched. I hope you've enjoyed it. We are not done yet. There is one more matchup. The final matchup of the day will be Rule 1 versus Version 1. The battle of the ones. We'll have to see which org with 1 in their name is the better one. And it's the story. It's incredible story. It's on both sides. Rule 1, it would be their very first win in their very first season as an org. The players, their first season as well. The Twins, to take a huge tournament victory in their first season would be incredible for them. It's their first grand finals in an international land. Meanwhile, on the other side, for Version 1, this squad was getting ridiculed after they had a horrible spring split. They managed to win a regional in North America and still miss out on the spring major and worlds. Here they are proving why they're still a dominant team and still a top team in the world, and perhaps they can take it. I do think in favor Rule 1, but both these squads deserve to be in the grand finals, and we'll see how they can do. Casting buff, it looks like what it's going to be. Rule 1 have dominated this tournament. I mean, let's actually look at some other stuff while we're in a break. So we're in a bit of a break, everybody. But while we're in this break, let's look here at I'm on the wrong thing. This is the World Championship. Let's look at Gamers8. Let's look at the paths to get here. We have two teams with very different paths, and we're going to talk about the fact that they've played. So first up is Version1. They started off in the lower, because they were in a lower seed. They did beat Sub, but they dropped a game there, a game of 3v3 to Mike Boytho and Hibbs, one of the weaker teams in the tournament that went out in the lower quarterfinals. Then they beat Liquid, a close Game 5 performance, but Liquid, one of the best teams to not make playoffs. Then they did lose to Rule 1, and although they won 2v2, which is quite a surprise, a very dominant duo, Beast Mode and Daniel are, they did beat Version1 in 2v2. They lost both 3v3s and the 1v1. Additionally, Version1 then finally took the victory in the lower bracket finals to secure their spot in playoffs. Another Game 5 win over Liquid, another almost reverse sweep prevented. Interestingly, they are losing the 1v1s and they lost the 3v3. And I think in the other time around, they won. They also lost 3v3 and 1v1. So weaker are Version1 and 1v1. It has to be said Roas is likely to win the 1v1. Meanwhile, in 3v3, I do think Rule 1 are the favorite. They've already beaten Version1 twice in 3v3s. But now let's get to Rule 1's path. Very similar, obviously, they beat Rule 1. The biggest difference is they absolutely trounced Team Secret, who I think is a very good team. So the fact that they beat Secret by more than Version1 beat Sa, and obviously transitive property doesn't mean a lot, but it has to be said, Secret did beat Sa, and the fact that this was an absolute stomp by Secret. I know that they only won the last three game by 2 goals, but winning by 3 goals and the 1v1 being so dominant, it has to be said, a nice victory there from Rule 1. So, and then in the playoffs, they have played arguably the tougher opponent. They played both Vitality and BDS, the grand finalists from the World Championship, and they're beating both of them in 3v3. So they're beating the World Championship grand finalists in 3v3. Meanwhile, Version1, they played Oxygen, and although Oxygen beat Vitality, they haven't looked great in the past. They did not look good at the World Championship, and that was a Game 7. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, Version1 did beat Falcons, but they dropped a couple games. Rule 1 only dropped 1 game compared to Version1 dropping, 5 games across their 2 series in the playoffs. So definitely a favor of Rule 1. They've had a better tournament so far. We'll have to see how it goes. Secret is not trash, Suspect, but welcome to the stream, Suspect. Welcome to the stream. Verizon 1. Or Version 1. We'll see how it goes. Which is the better one, Nox? Well, this is the way I see it. Version1 might beat Rule 1 in 2v2. I do think they're strong in 2v2. They beat Falcons in 2v2. But in the 1v1s and the 3v3s, Rule 1 have got to be the favorites, for sure. And even in 2v2, they're just beating BDS in 2v2. So I think Rule 1 are probably favored or equal in every game mode. You could say 2v2 is about equal for both teams. So we'll have to see how it goes. A very close matches in a sense. Well, not, I guess not very close, but close games in a lot of these semifinal matchups. Rule 1, though, did look the better in most of that series. BDS, the tougher side? Jay, good question. A lot of people would rate Falcons over BDS in crew battle, and although I agree, I'm not sold. I'm not sure. It's hard to know who is tougher. So the big difference here, it isn't BDS versus Falcons. It's actually comparing Vitality to Oxygen, to be fair. I think it is 100% fair to say that the combination of Vitality and BDS is harder than the combination of Falcons and Oxygen. Let's put it that way. That I can say very confidently. I do think Falcons are probably rated a little bit higher than BDS, despite, they both finished in the semifinals at the same level. We'll have to see how the grand final does run. If we go to who Falcons beat, they beat Furia and they did beat Karmine Corps. So Falcons, a strong team themselves, and Gen G. BDS, meanwhile, they also beat Gen G. They beat Twisted Minds, and they took down Furia. More dominantly than Falcons did. Not that transitive property matters, but... There we go. Did they tease UE5? Did they? I don't think they did. They wouldn't do it on this broadcast, I'm going to be honest, because this is not an RLCS broadcast. Psyonix obviously has approved this event, but is not partnered with, they're not partnered with Psyonix as far as I know. RLCS is going towards something big and then change the subject. Nick. I'm going to be completely honest. Obviously, no one knows, but if the rumor is a long off-season we won't see until January, one of the reasons it could be a long off-season, let me switch back to this mode, one of the reasons it could be a long off season is if they're adding UE5 and they want the pro players to get a chance to practice on the new version of the game before they continue the esports. So we'll see how it goes. But there's a chance UE5 is coming out soon. I have no idea. Jay said combination of Auction and Falcons is tougher. Well, we can agree to disagree, Jay. I know Auction took the 1 seed by beating Vitality, but again, Game 5 versus Vitality, when on the other side they're sweeping Vitality, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sold. And you got to remember, part of what makes me so confident is the fact that Rule 1 did beat Version 1. So if Version 1's beating these teams, but Rule 1 is stomping these teams, Auction was only 1 game the better than Vitality, and yet, Version 1's getting taken to a Game 7. So I don't know. I see your point for sure, Jay. I do see your point, but I disagree. And part of it is, again, the World Championship was so recent that, yeah, we're looking, obviously this event matters more, but the World Championship wasn't that long ago. I think we can look at World Championship results and talk about them in context of this tournament. And again, BDS Vitality were the grand finalists. And it's not like Rule 1 beat them in the crew battle format, although they did. They were beating them in the 3v3s. So I think it's a tougher side. Nick said, accidentally, you've been talking with a dev, and he's been discussing the challenges. So you think they're working on it? Well, Nick, it is public that they are working on UE5, by the way. That was made public. Basically, what happened is Psyonix posted a job opening that mentioned they were looking for UE5 developers. For anyone that isn't aware what we're talking about, Unreal Engine 5 is a updated game engine that's put out by Epic Games. No, they're not really the creators of Rocket League, but they own Rocket League now. They're the parent company of Psyonix. So Psyonix is probably going to be upgrading to a better, newer engine soon. That's what we're talking about. It's not public when, but it is public that they are working on a UE5 something. They technically haven't said it's going to be an updated Rocket League, but they have said they are working on a project, a UE5 project. So that's public. You disagree? Is that biasy? You think I'm biased and that I'm biased wrong? Maybe, Jay. What will it do to the game? Funi, good question. It's possible it'll just be an update, but more likely you're gonna have to get a new game on oh, I hate to say it, but this might be the end of Rocket League on Steam potentially, because they might just make you get the new game on Epic. I don't know if it'll be a new game or an update. Well, we have to see. I don't know for sure. Oh, if you're asking what will actually change in the game, there's one thing that it will definitely change, and that's the physics. Because even though they're going to try to replicate the OG Rocket League physics, by updating to a new engine, it's going to feel different. I think no matter how hard they try, it's going to feel at least a little different. So I imagine it will feel different when you're driving around the field. They might change, game modes. I think the number one thing everyone's looking for is I'm hoping, and a lot of people are hoping, that they add extra game modes made by community. So, for example, there are maps and game modes that have been made by mods. People have made mods for Rocket League that are allowed that you play with other people. All kinds of crazy game modes. Have you ever wanted to do bowling in Rocket League, or have you ever wanted to do, I don't know. There's all kinds of crazy ones. Have you ever wanted to just do a race and race around a Mario Kart track but using Rocket League cars? Someone's made a mod for that. So if they can add in a workshop to Rocket League that's native to the game for console, because obviously a lot of this stuff is available. All the things I mentioned, mods are available, but only on PC. Adding this stuff so it's available to casual users on console is going to be a huge boon for the game. So I'm hoping that's what they're working on. Oh, no worries, Funi. I have it on Steam. It's not a big deal. I would just be disappointed if I wasn't able to use it on Steam anymore. Steam has a better friends system and all that stuff. So I don't hate Epic. I have Epic Games, the launcher. I just don't use that version of the game. When an unstoppable force meets an immovable object is basically this grand final. That is how it feels. Version 1 has a solid defense. We'll see how it goes. Version 1 versus Rule 1 grand final script. Oh, the script, Mystic? I think the script is... Let me jinx it. I'm not trying to jinx it. No, I won't jinx it. Rule 1, but it's a close one. They win 4-2. That's the script. They win 4-2. I think Version 1 take one of the 2v2s and they take one of the 3v3s. Europe stands for exiting under Rule 1's permission. Oh no. They let them go to France early. I think the players are still here, Jay. I mean, they played today. Both these matches were, or not Vitality, but BDS played today. It's not even early. Their flight, they have the same flight, Jay. Yeah, I know you're joking. But probably for BDS at least, there's no difference in their flight home. How long? Good question. They are back at the desk, so probably another like 5-10 minutes.
On Twitter and in chat, they were like, "Why is the interviewer on there?" And guys, I had 1,000,003 challenges thrown my way today, but we're rolling with it.
How many steps are you?
She's talking about being unexpected. I think she got called a cast unexpectedly.
I've put in near like 35,000 steps.
I find it interesting.
You hit your count daily.
I'm surprised how I don't know how they decide who's casting. All right, now they're talking about that stuff. We'll turn it off a bit. Just because I don't want to steal. I think I've mentioned this, but I don't want to yoink the desk segments because then I feel like I'm just stealing all their content. But anyway, you wouldn't get swept again. Oh, Suspect Funi, are they gonna have another 1v1? Interesting. You have to sign up, Suspect. So speaking of that, Suspect, have you reacted to the rules message in the Discord? I don't think you have. Anyway, once you've done that, you can sign up for the. There's a Google form. Anyone that wants to do show matches, I think I've already mentioned this, but sign up in the Discord. Welcome, Gabriel. In a few, probably like 5-10 minutes, we're watching the broadcast. It's on the screen right now. So whenever they get started, it's probably another 5-10 minutes. In fact, let me update this. Actually, let me start the other way around. No, this way. Version 1 versus Rule 1 Grand Finals. Gamers8 Watch Party. There we go. Save that. And now we've got a new title. Let me know what you guys think of this thumbnail. It's a little different than I usually do, but kind of focusing on the money aspect. Oh, no worries, Suspect. No worries. Thank you, Nathan. Yeah, I'll see if I can get people in. Both casters were doing ASMR throughout the last match. I wasn't really listening, maybe. I have the audio on and I can kind of hear it, but I'm not really listening when I'm talking. I am, but like only for brief moments. By the way, will there be so much to say? Probably not, actually. So actually, this is a good point to anyone that is still on stream. I appreciate all the viewers. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to watch this grand final through to the end, and then we're going to talk, about Gamers8 probably for a little bit. I don't have to leave instantly this time. But once the day is over for Gamers8, that will be my final stream of the day of the weekend. So no show matches today. But for moving forward, there'll be more streams. Probably one on Thursday. But I'll look in the Discord for the next time we're doing show matches. It will be sometime in the next week. I didn't realize we actually had a peak 15 viewers in the midst of that match. So you'd love to see it. Understandably, as Rule 1 started to look more dominant, I think the viewership went down. Maybe we'll reach that in this grand final, though. It's going to be an exciting one. Exciting grand finals. Let me know in chat, who do you guys think will win? I'll put up another poll. We'll start it early. Let's do this. Putting up a poll for anyone that's new in chat. We're about to do a poll on who's going to win the next match. Version 1. Add some options. Almost done here with the poll. Yeah, my prediction, probably Rule 1, 4-2. I think I already said that. Here we go. Poll is live. Let me know who you think is going to win. We need good close show matches in the future? For sure. Will there... Oh, wait, I've already answered a lot of these. Whoops. So Nathan's going rule 1. Probably a lot of people. Gabriel also going rule 1. We got a lot of rule 1s in chat, and it looks like our early poll results are also rule 1. All rule 1. 4 votes, 4 for rule 1. Mostly, well, someone actually it went back and forth, but now it is tied right back up. But half the people think they're going to sweep. Half the people think it's going to be close, or not sweep necessarily, but a lot of people thinking it will be close. Some people voting for version 1, at least a couple people in chat out of the 8 votes here. Someone's changing their vote. I can see that, okay? But nice. If rule 1 win, they play well, it's going to be 4-1. Yeah, I mean, it could easily be 4-1. I think the best bet for version 1 is going to be those 2v2s. We'll have to see if they can, manage any. Again, hard to know how it will go. We're probably about 10 minutes. Well, I said that a while ago. But at this rate, we may still be 5-10 minutes away from the grand final. Let's look at some Octane stats while we're waiting. Let me go to live. Yeah, not a lot there. Let's look at the matches here. Are any of the matches result in? We do. Although this one is not fully in. But here we go. Let's look at version 1 Falcons real quick. So interestingly here, Daniel looking the weakest. A really poor shooting percentage out of Daniel. Both teams almost equal shooting. The big difference is that, well, wait, now I'm confused. Actually, I guess the difference were these other game modes that version 1 won in. Because in the 3v3s, despite Falcons taking 2 games, the shooting percentage, the shots, it's all similar. It's just Falcons took 2 more shots a game. That is the difference. Falcons a couple more shots, and that's all they needed. So close one on the whole, but Falcons were taking more shots. Similar shooting percentage. Both teams had one player with an incredibly high shooting percentage, Com and Nupo. Although in Com's case, he took fewer shots per game. 2.33 shots per game. Meanwhile, Nupo took a lot of shots a game, 3.67. Yeah, no, Gabriel. Daniel is playing for version 1. This whole split, he was playing for version 1. He hasn't been on SSG since winter. Knox, what did he say? But yeah, version 1, they have been playing well. This is, again, highlighting that despite the fact they lost the 3v3 battle to Falcons, which is a good sign that Rule 1 are going to win the 3v3 battle as well. Despite losing the 3v3 battle, they were very similar in terms of, scores and goals, similar save amounts, similar shots, and a slightly better shooting percentage. Another thing to note is version 1 are doing a great job at assisting. Every single goal so far, or at least today, I should say, has been assisted in 3v3, and they're going to need to keep that up. They're going to need to keep up the passing plays, the assists, and yeah, we'll see how it runs. We'll see how it goes. Looking back at the matches, hopefully they updated BDS Rule 1. It hasn't quite been updated. But this looks like just 2 games worth of stats. I'm not quite sure. There were more than 2 3v3s. So it looks like we can't really draw anything from this. Yeah. This was taken too early in the series for me to use anything. So not a lot of stats to go on. Interestingly, if we go back to the overall stats though, Roth and Clears are looking quite good now. Quite good. They already were, but they are. I think they've played, if you look at, Monkey Moon's also up here. Vitality player's not too far behind. Seiko also high up. Meanwhile, on the other side, version 1, a lot of their players are quite low in these stats, which, again, stats aren't everything. They don't matter in comparison too much. Okay, I'm going to put this back on because we are now to the desk hosts. Desk hosts, stage hosts stuff. We're about ready to get started. For anyone that's new, anyone that's just hopped on, the grand finals is about to begin. Version 1 versus Rule 1. A story of 2 underdogs. Both teams not expected to make it all the way here to the grand final, yet here they are.
First team into the arena has been thriving on the main stage in prime time. They're back onto the stage.
Nathan has lost 5 1s games in a row. Unfortunate, Nathan. Unfortunate. They are looking to go out with a bang. Well, let's see if version 1 looks like they're going to be the first ones highlighted here, if they can take it home. The positive for version 1, again, is their 2s game. Very strong in 2s. And Beast Mode has been a surprising good player for once. He's been surprisingly well played in the 1v1 category. So we'll see if version 1 can take the W here. Again, would be a surprise. Not impossible, though. Not impossible. you have to imagine that Daniel needs to step it up a bit. I think Calm, Beast Mode have been playing well. Daniel should probably play a little bit better if they want to take home this grand final. Yeah, Nick, they are walking out. Thanks for the heads up. Nathan, or I already read that. Igor, you're back. Oh, Nathan, or Nick, you said that in time. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Nick. Igor, you're back. Welcome back. Welcome back to the stream. Grand final right about to get started. The crowd may be booing version 1. I can't quite tell. Calm often getting booed. It seems to be his thing. Confident. They look, well, Daniel looks a little less confident. I'm looking very confident. Gabriel, they're a new organization. They've played this entire season, but the first time you may have heard of them is spring. If you don't watch Middle East Rocket League, you wouldn't have heard of them until they made the spring major in spring. They got top 4 at the spring major, so this is not their first rodeo, although it is their first grand final in an international tournament. No, Nathan, they formed in fall, although they didn't pick up Mazin until winter, I believe. So they formed in fall, but they changed out a player. You're welcome, Gabriel. Daniel's the nerd. Oh my gosh, guys. I mean, Daniel, he looks like he's ready to play. Again, a little nervous, but I think he'll be all right. Rule 1 now, they're loving the crowd. They're soaking in the crowd noise here. Another look at Sunless Khan and Fear and the rest of the Rule 1 fans. A lot of Falcons fans are going to be converted Rule 1 fans now, as this is a MENA team, the Middle East team. Again, this is being played in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, so this is a home crowd advantage for Rule 1. And a slight advantage may it be, I think the crowd does play a role here. I think there is a role. The crowd does mean something. So we'll have to see how it goes. We're still at 340 subs right before we get into this. If you are a new viewer, we're about to start the grand finals between Version 1 and Rule 1 of the Gamers8. We're doing a watch party here. I really appreciate it if you could subscribe. It's the #1 way to help me grow. And if you want to see more videos like this or more live streams to get notified when I go live, it's the #1 way to help you do that as well. So I'd appreciate it if you subscribe. Our goal is 345 subs. We're at 340 right now. We might not hit it this stream, but I'd appreciate it if you help us along the way. Thank you. Here we are. Stock's making a good point. All these top players from around the world have been stepping up and getting sent down, eliminated from this tournament. Rule 1 eliminating Vitality and BDS, among the best teams in the world. And then on the other side, Version 1 knocked out Falcons, probably the favorites or one of the favorites for this tournament, as well as Oxygen, a team that had beaten Vitality. So dominance from both these teams. They have gone on quite a run here. In fact, this is their second time meeting. Again, they played each other in groups. Version 1 lost 3-1 in groups to Rule 1. So Rule 1 have to be the favorites here. Let's see, can Rule 1 step up and get the dub, or is Version 1 gonna flip the table, turn things around, and get the W even though they lost before? We'll have to see how it goes.
Fans, this is for the ultimate prize at Gamers8. This is your grand
That's true, Nick. Calm feeds off the negative energy.
Rocket
Rule 1 knocked out Vitality. Yes, Gabriel, Rule 1 knocked out Vitality. This is Rocket League. The crowd's going for that.
$500,000 is on the line for the winning team in the grand finals of Gamers8.
We got Cole and Johnny Boy. A nice set of pastors. You love to see it in the grand final. Not a usual combination, but one I'd like to see. Like to see all the same.
Not just the villains of this story, but also the dark
It is crazy indeed, Gabriel. It was very crazy. It was a sweep. Again, Rule 1 have to be considered the favorites here amongst everything that's happened.
But it starts with 3v3.
Man, Gabriel's in shock. Again, something to note, Gabriel, I don't know if you're new to this tournament, but this is a crew battle format. So there is 2v2s, 1v1s, and alongside the 3v3s. And Rule 1 among the best 1v1 in the world, Rawas, one of the best 1v1ers in the world. So, not too crazy. They also are a great 2v2 team, and they proved that against Vitality here.
Brand new territory for both sides.
So, first grand finals for, all 6 players. I didn't think about that. I don't think Daniel, none of them have ever been to an international land grand final. So, it will be their first victory. Whoever wins here is going to take home their first trophy ever from an international land.
2022 spring major. And now he's back to
in fact, I do think they get the trophy. I think they have to give it back at the end of the year. As it seemed like Furia gave it back this event. We'll see how it goes. Another thing to note, because this is what happened this year, the winner of this tournament gets an automatic invite next year. So whoever wins this year is guaranteed to come back to Gamers8 next year. We'll have to see how it goes.
For Rule 1 for Falcons, and
Let's see. I'm going to close the poll very shortly here. It does look like Rule 1 won the poll. 42% think it's going to be a close Rule 1 win. 25% think it'll be a sweep. About 30% the other way towards Version 1. That's the end of the poll, and that's the start of the game. Rule 1 start off strong here with a little bit of offense off of the kickoff. Mazin, a bounce off the backboard. Killers leave the ball for Ruas. Ruas, a pass to Mosin. It's back and forth, almost back to Ruas, not quite. A nice look, a nice idea from Mazin, but unfortunately miscommunicated, and they don't get the goal there. Yeah, Nick, Daniel is not with SSG. He's been with Version 1 for a whole split now. And speaking of Daniel, he's going to need to be the person that steps up for Version 1. I know it sounds crazy, but Calm has honestly looked a bit better for me in the 3v3s, and I think Daniel, we're going to need to see more out of him in the 3v3s if they're going to beat Rule 1. Calm now with the ball. Flip reset from Calm again. Calm has been playing fantastic. What a pass. What a goal. Daniel does start the scoring after all, but Calm certainly a huge part of that play with the flip reset pass. What a pass. Nice tap in. Antarctica crowd real quiet. Yeah, nicely done there from Version 1. The crowd obviously is going to be supporting Rule 1. We'll have to see if the crowd's going to be happy here or we're going to go home disappointed. Beast Mode now hits it up with the ceiling. Pass. Calm is going to score. Calm stepping up in this game. Already a goal and an assist to his name. It's what I was saying from the get-go. I've said this all the way back when they played Oxygen. Calm needs to be the difference maker for this team. Everyone looks at Beast Mode. Everyone looks at Daniel. But Calm, he is that third. He is the final cog in the machine, and the whole thing comes to pieces if Calm isn't online. Every time they've lost, in my opinion anyway, when they're struggling, it's because Calm is struggling. When Calm is succeeding, the team succeeds. Even though Daniel may have some weak moments, Calm here popping off early, showing his worth here for this squad. A nice touch. Calm now, almost a goal, but off the backboard. Daniel, though, can he clean up? No. He shoots it right at the defenders. V1, though, still getting a lot of offense here. Daniel, oh, a nice carry. Pass one, it's off the backboard. No one can commit, though. Version 1, finally not. Although here they are, they actually stay on offense after all. A lot of offense now. Beast Mode, a back pass. Calm did not read the back pass, but he will get this ball. Another chance at a flip reset, perhaps. No, he let his teammate go to the bump. Nice on the goal line from Ruas. A brilliant save there.
It's never that simple. Now is Mosin air dribbling forwards. In the corner, now coming down the other.
Alright, sounds good, Suspect. I'll do it after. You might need to remind me at the end of the series. We're in the midst of the grand final here. I'll have to do it after. Nick says he's not made a LAN final. I don't believe so. I don't think they ever made a LAN final, SSG. In fact, their best was a top 4, as far as I know. Nicely done again from Version 1. They nearly concede, though, but Rule 1 are going to want that back. Nearly a goal. Can't quite finish. What do they get here, though? It's not over. Half the game to go. Rule 1 needing a couple goals. Now they're going to need 3. Daniel, he is online. He does get that goal here. A nice boom down the field, and it results in a goal for Daniel. Mazin, a little bit of an overcommit there. That's what led the goal in. Too much out of Mazin, a little too far forward, and they concede.
Taking that game 1 momentum that they built up earlier on against Falcons.
A lot of momentum for Version 1, but it has to be said, Rule 1 bounced back against BDS. They lost the first 3v3 and then immediately won the next 4 games in a row. So certainly not out of the woods. And here, they will get some momentum. Rule 1 does get a goal. Still 2 minutes and 25 seconds. A lot of time on the clock. A lot of time on the clock indeed. Well played from Ruas here. And Rule 1 are right back in it. Right back in it.
Rule 1 looking to make the comeback happen in game 1.
Mazin, kickoff here. Calm wins the kickoff. Beast Mode, nice touch. He might get a goal here. Oh, not quite the angle, though, and Rule 1 do see it away. Dangerous still. Now Ruas into the corner. He's going to get the boost spot, but Calm forces a 50. Saved away, though. Now it's Killers into the corner. Daniel up high. Calm gets the bump. Daniel now hits it down. Killers, it's a pass. Almost a goal there from Ross, but a nice touch from Com. Com really stepping it up on both ends of the field, offense and defense. He's going to be called on again, though. Here, Daniel, not a great touch. Com, 0 boost. Can he get the save? He does! Com stepping it up, showing his worth here. What a save there. Rule 1, now they're in dire straits here. They got to get 2 goals in under 2 minutes. Com and the entirety of Version 1, for that matter, are looking unstoppable, though, on the back line. Com now bumped away. That might be the game plan that Rule 1 needs to turn to. Perhaps the demo is the bumps. They can look to them and make a difference here. A lot of threatening touches here on net. They can't quite put it away, though. Daniel will see this to the side. Killers, a 50, but it goes nowhere. Now it's down the other end. Version 1 back on offense. A nice touch from Com. He is doing it all, but the flip reset can't quite get the goal. Daniel, oh, Mazen, a nice beat. He bumps the goal line defender, but no one is there from Rule 1. Killers does get a touch on the ball, but it might be too little too late, and it is. A double commit, though. Com forced to make the save. Com stepping up for his team in every single sense of the definition. Com is doing everything here. Beast mode sends it down the field. What can Version 1 do? They don't need to do anything. They're up 2 goals here. They can win the game just off their defense now. Com getting it down.
Now Rule 1 have to start again from defense. They've had extended pressure plays. None of them
Oh, a nice demo for Rule 1, but again, they have to score, and they have to score quickly now. 25 seconds, they're down 2 goals. This 3v3 game may very well be over. Beast mode sends it down a long way. A nice challenge, and time to continues to tick away for Rule 1. If they can't clear the ball, they have lost the game. There they do get a clear, though. It's straight to Killers. Killers forced to make a read. Well done from Daniel. That's going to be game. Rule 1, drop game 1.
Do something they could not do in the group stage. They've beaten Rule 1 in 3v3. These two teams.
Johnny Boy calling out a great point here. Version 1, this is the first time they've beaten Rule 1 in a 3v3. And that's an important victory for them, an important victory for this series, because Version 1, you have to imagine they may struggle in the 1v1s. We're going to have to see what they can do here. Winning the 3v3 again important, but now Rule 1 likely to make the call, likely to put their teammate Rawas in that 1v1 scenario. We'll have to see what they pick.
However, Crew Battles format has a funny little way of shaking things up, Johnny Boy, and because Version 1 have upset Rule 1 in Game 1, taken the 3s that they have to take.
Are you saying I sound like Stumpy, Nathan, or Cole sounds like Stumpy, or Johnny sounds like Stumpy?
Taking the 1v1
Rule 1 has momentum, but Version 1 opened the scoring too early.
It's got to be the 1v1 here.
It's true. I do think Rule 1 they scored 2 in a row, so again, it would have been much worse if they went scoreless in Game 1. And I do think they're going to win the 1v1. So Rule 1 likely to win this next game if they pick 1v1. And we'll have to see. Cole and Stumpy do sound very similar at times. They've casted together. They have a lot of experience casting together. Here we are, though. We're about to go into Game 2. You imagine Rawas is going to be on the 1v1. And if he does go to 1v1, that may be the series tied right up. And Version 1 are going to have to bounce back pretty quick. So we'll see if they can do it.
You know, how much will pressure weigh into this? Rawas is massively favored, and it is going
Here we go, right back into the next game now. Rule 1, 1v1, Rawas versus Beast Mode. Beast Mode, he's gotten some crazy wins here in 1v1. I don't think he can beat Rawas, though. Let's see if he does.
I was very surprised, but I was wrong. Of course, it's 1v1. It's Rawas, the man who seems
Beast Mode opting not to go for the boost. He would have had time. Instead, he's going to go for a flick here. An early flick. Rawas has the save away. Nice touch from Rawas, but he doesn't have a lot of boost, so Beast Mode's probably going to get back to net. And he does get back to net. An early challenge from Beast Mode is going to mean he's low on boost here. Rawas focusing on grabbing the boost. Beast Mode kind of forcing some bad touches here. Now a nice clear, though. That might be on target. Rawas, he is going to get back, though. Oh, wow. He does get back, but almost nearly, not quite. A very close off-the-post play. Rawas now got full boost and ball, and Rawas should score this. No, Rawas doesn't score. A miss there for Rawas gives Beast Mode an opening. This 1v1 is starting very slow indeed, but Rawas will get the 50-50 there on the goal line. Nicely done from Rawas. And as the caster is saying here, a little bit of a flick. He makes it look like he's going to flick. Instead, he lays it as much as possible. Flicks to the very last possible second.
Need to force it. The ball just went in off Beast Mode's car. Beast Mode has to look out for those low 50-50s.
There we go. Yeah, if you are a fan of Rule 1, you are probably happy about this. They're starting off strong here. Rawas, again, the favored 1v1er. Again, although it did take him a minute to score, Beast Mode certainly had his own looks. We'll see what he can do here. He might beat Rawas out, but no, Rawas actually gets the nice dunk, the nice 50. Dangerous for Rawas. He will get full boost, but now he's given an opening. Another fake, this time from Beast Mode. He may finish it, and he does. Beast Mode gives Rawas a taste of his own medicine. I was about to say that, but Johnny beat me to it. A taste of his own medicine indeed, though, as he fakes himself. An even bigger fake, and even more, perhaps mentally challenging fake, is now Rawas is going to have to second guess himself on some of those defensive plays. Beast Mode, a nice play. He might score off the open net here off kickoff, but no, a nice save from Rawas. Dangerous now is Beast Mode, but Rawas has his number. A lot of days. Let's see if he can do it again here. Beast Mode gets the save, and although Rawas had a score here, some nice plays, Beast Mode is pretty much tied right up. There's no difference, no separation between these players. Tied up 1 goal apiece. Oh, what a... Oh, Beast Mode, another fake! Another musty sets up for the musty, doesn't go for it. Instead, lands on the ball, lands, and then basically pinches the ball into the net. What a goal. What a play. And now, Beast Mode, even though there are 3 minutes remaining, Beast Mode is looking like a threatening player. He is looking like the player that could take the victory. He could very easily take this victory. Nice touch from Rawas. Beast Mode, though, will be there. Dangerous for Rawas. Could he score? He does. Of course, Rawas ties us right back up, though. Just under 3 minutes to go. This series is going to be... This game is going to be a long one. Classic case of 1v1 challenges, 1v1 kickoffs. These players, they have a lot to go for, a lot to fight for, and they're going to continue to fight as long as they can.
Here we go again. This time Beast Mode adjusts, gets a better kickoff for himself. Rawas concedes the mid-boost battle. Here comes Beast Mode with the next play. Early flick to keep Rawas honest.
Nicely done from Beast Mode.
To any early challenge.
Rawas will get it away.
Beast Mode is concerned as he is mixing up his approach.
Beast Mode now, booming it down the field. Rawas, an open net. Beast Mode, not great touch. That's the key that Rawas is going to want to see here to get the victory. Oh, yeah, he just lost control. That's a dangerous situation for Rawas. Goes all the other way, and all because Beast Mode lost the ball. Beast Mode is going crazy, as Suspect mentioned, but now Rawas has the lead. We'll have to see if he can continue it. Beast Mode over Daniel 1, that's what it sure seems like. You think would be the favorite, but recently it has been Beast Mode. Oh, what a shot here. Not quite from Rawas, though. He is looking the better, but Beast Mode is putting up some good defense. Rawas can't quite put that in. It's a little too high. Here he's going for an air dribble bump, but he loses it. Beast Mode, he might get a goal here, but with 0 boost, he can't quite. Oh no, Beast Mode missed the boost. Dangerous for Beast Mode. Rawas now full boost. Oh, what a play from Beast Mode. A nice save. Still on low boost though. An early challenge for Beast Mode. He's seen it away. He has really seen this one away. Beast Mode right back in this game. Still down a goal. Oh, with the demo though, he might even this right up. He will. Beast Mode ties up the game. We have a 1v1 here, guys. This is a duel. This is a fight to the end here. Both players are not giving in, not giving up. They have a lot of fight here.
We're tied again.
Let me know in chat, who do you think is going to win the 1v1? I know most of chat in preference of Rule 1 winning the series, and before this game started, you would imagine Rawas clearly the favorite. But right now, it's looking like either player can take it. Let me know, who do you think is going to win here, and do they win in regulations? We have a minute 30, but we could easily see overtime. Rawas, a nice touch here. Rawas a bit nervous. I see someone saying Beast Mode is going to win. A lot of fan favorites on both of these teams here, and important to note, $2 million total prize pool, I believe $600,000 for first place. There is a lot of money, an insanely massive amount of money on the line for the victor in this tournament, and we'll have to see who can come out on top here. Rawas hits it central, off the top backboard. Rawas now, what's he got? He booms it towards mid.
20-ish boost, so the counter-attack for Rawas.
Well done from Rawas. And now he's going to get full boost. He might get another goal here. Beast Mode over committed, and Beast Mode does concede. Rawas, a brilliant 1v1 goal there. just the pinnacle of the example of everything Rawas can do. He gets the flip reset, the pre-flip kind of shot of strange angle, perfect pinpoint accuracy. Excellent shot there. And really, it has to be said, just the tiniest of overcommits from Beast Mode can have the largest effect. Although Beast Mode is going to tie this right back up, but no! A nice save from Rawas. Well done from him, and now Beast Mode in a dangerous spot. Continually, 30 seconds to go down a goal. Beast Mode has to do something. He has to get the save first. Beast Mode, he does get it away, but he's on low boost. Oh, but a demo! There's an open net now for Beast Mode! And he will! Beast Mode ties up the game with 18 seconds to go. How did Rawas not see this coming? But he missed it. He doesn't understand what's coming to him, and he gets demoed. Beast Mode, going Beast Mode with that goal.
And a huge kickoff approaches.
15 seconds. Can Beast Mode hold them off, or will Rawas score one more time before overtime? And he will! Rawas gets it in the net. What a goal. Rawas, he doesn't want this to go any other way. He wants to take this in regulation here. Version 1 is now going to rely on Beast Mode getting a very quick kickoff goal, or they will see themselves tied up in the series.
The serve is smashed.
Similar stories so far to BDS. This is almost running the exact same way. Version 1, take game 1, and here we go. A late goal from Beast Mode. A kickoff goal, and he's still in it.
What a back and forth we're witnessing. Beast Mode.
What a goal.
Adjusts appropriately on the kickoff.
He doesn't need the 0 seconds. He scored with 8 seconds to spare. An incredible play from Beast Mode. Now Rawas, he's going to be worried. He's got to be worried. There's a chance he can lose this game, especially if there's a kickoff win by Beast Mode. Oh, a nice shot on target, but it's too slow. Now Rawas with 0 seconds. He has boost. He's going to score, but no! Just over the top. We have overtime. Nicely done from both players there. Good looks at 0 seconds. A better look from Rawas, but he can't quite put it in. Rawas going for boost now. Beast Mode went for boost over ball, gets the 50, but it is dangerous. Beast Mode a bump though on Rawas. Rawas now gets a line drive straight at net. It is in, no. Beast Mode a nice save. Dangerous times here, and Rawas will score. 20 seconds is all he needs. Rawas takes game 2. Well done for Rawas. Well done, it has to be said, for Rule 1. As a team now, they're going to be tied up here, 1 game each. Thankful for their teammate Rawas getting that win in the overtime 1v1. Beast Mode, he put up a valiant fight, but he can't quite take down perhaps the best 1v1 player in this event. We'll have to see how game 3 goes here. A swing game if there ever was one. The winner of this game is going to feel much better going into the rest of the series.
Yeah, we really thought that would be the case. If you know,
I agree, Ryan. I mean, Rawas seemed to be the best player, but similar to BDS series, this is going a similar way. Monkey Moon puts up an incredible fight against Rawas after the 3v3 win, but then Rule 1 kind of unlock and absolutely dominate the rest of the series. Maybe we're going to see that here. It is possible that after game 1, now Rule 1 win the 1v1, it could follow the same script. We could see a 4-1 Rule 1 win if they follow that script they did against BDS. Let's see how it goes here.
Rawas did not look like he enjoyed that. That was a confident performance on the pitch, but wow, in-person reactions from Rawas, they're hard to get.
Wow. Nice from Rawas. He actually cheered there. He was not so sure. Perhaps nerves starting to set in, although I shouldn't say nerves when he won the 1v1. And now we're in a little bit of a break while they start up the next match. It's going to be 3v3. Shouldn't be too long here, right into the next game.
And this is where they won from
Sean, they were close. Both games, well, the first game a little less close. Version 1 won, the 3v3, I'm not going to remember the exact score. And then Rawas just took an overtime victory against Beast Mode in the 1v1. So we are all tied up, Sean. Welcome back. Welcome anyone new. We are right into here. Grand Finals, Version 1 versus Rule 1. The series is tied. They're right into game 3 here. Who's going to take home the $600,000 prize, the lion's share of that $2 million total prize pool at this event? Daniel now hitting it mid. Beast Mode, almost. And a friendly reminder for all our new viewers, or returning for that matter, neither of these teams have ever won an international LAN before. This would be the first win for all 6 players. So whoever wins this, you're going to have to imagine they're feeling really good going into the offseason with their first big win of all time in an international LAN.
Until it's boomed away by Rule 1. Same nervy start from Rule 1, I would say. Version 1
One's is just a whole different beast. They did look better, but again, if you follow the script of BDS, but version 1, they're not looking to do that here. They score first. But as what I was saying is BDS, they took game 1 in 3v3, then conceded 4 games in a row. Version 1, though, they don't want that to happen. They want to take this game 3, this threes game, and they score first here with only 40 seconds off the clock. Calm now, a kickoff, but it's going to go right to Killers. Calm, though, tries to bump him, not quite able to do it. Daniel misses the ball. Beast Mode, last one back, although what a read from Beast Mode. Calm now, gets an open net shot. Calm gets them up 2 here, and it goes all the way back to what I was saying before. Calm has been the difference maker for this team, and that's what if he continues to be online playing like one of the best players in the world, his squad is going to see these victories happen. Well played by Calm. 2 goals up now.
I repeat, 2-0 in 3v3 to version 1 against Rule 1. But here's Kalias on the ball. This is what Rule 1 needs.
Oh, and almost a nice goal there from Rule 1. They can't quite get it in, though. Saves from version 1 are proving to be difficult to get past. Rule 1 now in their own dangerous situation, but Rawas gets a save of his own. Well played here from Rawas. Oh, but he's going to need to make another, and he does. Rawas, a brick wall on the goal line. How do you get past the brick wall? You demolish him. Calm taking out Rawas. Maybe that's the opening that V1 needs, although they can't quite. Rawas, after the respawn, gets the ball first somehow.
I think that might be an avenue of attack that could work out well for them.
Mazen hits it mid. Rawas, oh, chooses to go backboard. Daniel's there for the read.
There's another player lining up behind to make their move.
Mazen, what can he do? He hits it mid. A nice tap up. Rawas, what can he do? Not a lot. Killers, back pass. Daniel hitting it long way. Rawas to Mazen. Mazen in the corner now. Killers is with the ball. All 3 Rule 1 players doing a very good job on rotating here, but they're going to need to do more than that. They're going to need more than the defense and the rotations. They're going to need a goal. A goal, and it would like one quick. Calm, forced to save. Rawas, a goal. There it is. Indeed a goal. I meant to say shot. Rawas shot, goal, and he scores. Mazen, a nice shot himself, and because Calm was forced to save that, it left Calm in a terrible spot to make the next save. So well done, Rule 1. They score with a lot of time here. 3 minutes to go in the game. They easily can bounce back here, but again, they will have to score one more time.
The problem, though, of playing defensively is that when you do concede, suddenly the floodgates can open.
Are V1 and R1 G1? Because if you're talking about Gold 1, then yeah, that makes sense. G1 also might be referring to Team G1, I'm not entirely sure. Whoa, nicely done from the players on Rule 1, but they can't quite put it in. Version 1 now is going to get the ball back here. What can they accomplish?
That is something I would love to see more from him in threes, and also
booming it down the field, nice touches. But it is seen away by Mazen. Daniel now, he's got a chance. He does. He hits it top right corner, and Beast Mode will finish. 2 goals the better now. Version 1 looking very dangerous here. And I'll just own it up. We were talking this. Rule 1, you have to imagine where the favorites coming in, even in 3v3. Rule 1 took down Vitality. They took down BDS. They took down both their grand finalists, and yet here they are potentially dropping a game to Version 1.
That's exactly what Daniel had to go for.
Rule 1, we need to see more out of them. With 2 minutes to go, I want them to return to those passing plays that have seen them so much success. A miss from Rawas. Killers is there. Beast Mode, though, now he gets a ball of his own. A flip reset down the field. Killers, oh, a touch, but it's not enough. Version 1 now back in the Rule 1 half. Rawas trying to get a touch here. They do finally boom it down the field.
Their style is very
Daniel keeps the ball alive.
Making moves,
oh, a nice 50
for Daniel in Beast Mode, and he is, one of the best, if not the best player in the world.
But he can't quite finish it
with the physical elements of the game.
Rawas, that's nearly a finishing shot, but not quite. Not quite. It can't quite go in. And Rule 1 still remain down 2 goals here, and they're going to be desperate.
Counter-attacking, physical play. They can't get their offense going because before they can even think about
Every time they try and get an offense here, Version 1 are shutting it down. And it's really dangerous for Rule 1 if they can't break out because they've only got 1:14 to do so, and they're 2 goals down, not 1. So really unfortunate signs here. It's looking like Version 1 have a complete lockup on their defensive and honestly midfield as well. So we'll have to see what can Rule 1 do. There we go. That's a nice speed. It's not on target, but it's dangerous. Although Calm will see it away. Every time that Rule 1 finally gets some good thing going, it gets saved. by Version1. Version1 almost another look at net, and they don't need it. 45 seconds, they just have to hold on to their lead. Killers now, what can he do? It's a pass to Roas. Roas on the ceiling. No, he comes down trying for a dunk, but it doesn't quite work out. And with 35 seconds, you have to imagine Version1 may take a lead here in the series. Daniel nearly getting the goal, but he can't quite do it. Killers, though. Killers, a demo, an air dribble bump. It's to his teammate, but no. Beast Mode sees it away. 20 seconds to go, and with a 2-goal lead, Rule 1 are going to see the next game here. Version 1 are going to take the win.
On the right wing. Beast Mode gets a chunk of the ball, but not enough.
Here we go, Mazen, last chance, and no, it is denied. That's pretty much game here. Version 1 looking very dominant. Rule 1 looking like they need to get some changes on the pitch here. They are going to go into another crew battle type format. 2v2, I do believe, is the next matchup. And that's dangerous for Rule 1. Version 1, their best mode has been 2v2. So definitely a bit dangerous here. We'll have to see what these teams can accomplish. I'm going to take a bit of a stretch break here as we're about to start this next game. Let me know in chat who do you think's going to win. Reminder, don't forget to drink some water if you haven't. Look at the players, they're drinking water, I'm drinking water, everyone's drinking water.
Better than ever, and Daniel showed up huge.
It's been a long one, you know. These series, they can drag on here. We'll have to see if Rule 1 can bounce back and drag it on themselves. I'm not too sure if we'll go. Which way will go.
Well, Beast Mode got the finish.
We'll have to see.
That was all his work, and from that point, this defensive playstyle suddenly becomes doubly frustrating to play against.
And I really love V1's defense against
Tom popping off in the viewer cam. Again, he is by far, in my opinion, looks like the most confident player on his team. He is the most confident of all of them, surprisingly. The winner of this match is the best team in the world. Well, Jay, I wouldn't go that far. I think Vitality are still the best team in the world. But the winner of this match is one of the best teams in the world, and perhaps the second or third best, depending again on how they did at Worlds. I do think there is in Version 1's case, there's an argument because they weren't at Worlds. But in the case of Rule 1, you have to say they had a chance at the World Championship. And 3v3 being the predominant mode, I don't know if a crew battle champion is the champion of the world, the best in the world. That said, though, Killers, though, he does want the victory, and it would be an insanely massive victory. A huge prize money. The bragging rights, the trophy on the line here, and to be international land champions, all 6 players, this will be their very first championship of their careers, and they're going to want to see it through. Beast Mode now, he's going to take the ball here. Version 1 have a game lead, but they're not out of the woods yet. Rule 1 are a deadly team. Deadly, though, not this time, as Daniel gets an open net from the Beast Mode pass. Beast Mode was the one being deadly right now. He gets it past Ross, he gets it past Killers, and Daniel, an open net. We're getting swept by Rule 1. Yes, Jay, it's crew battle. They've only lost 2 games. A 1-5-0 game does not a world champion make, unfortunately. But that said, crew battle, they will be the best crew battle team in the world. I will agree with that much. And crew battle, although it's different than the RLCS format, I like it a lot. I think it's a lot of fun, and has a lot of merit of its own right. Let's see here, what can the teams do? Beast Mode gets it down the pitch. A nice pinch from Beast Mode, but not quite. And for the record, Jay, if we go all the way back to when Furia won last year's Gamers8 and then got top 4 at Worlds, although Worlds happened after, I still didn't think Furia were the best team going into Worlds, and most people didn't either. You wouldn't think, oh, Furia, they're the best team in the world going into the World Championship because they won Gamers8. So, let's see what happens here. Killers, Beast Mode, a nice dunk. So, another point to make, Jay, whoever wins this, if it is Version 1, it has to be said, every other team, not every, but most of the teams they played had to boot camp and practice for the World Championship. Version 1 had way more time to practice for this particular event. So, is it really fair to call them the best in the world if every other team had to get ready for the World Championship and play in the World Championship? Version 1 had all the extra time in the world to practice for this event because they didn't have to practice for the World Championship instead. Oh, a miss there from Version 1. Rule 1 a chance, but they don't quite sink it. They don't quite sink it. Oh, Beast Mode! Nicely done. He gets the goal here. Well done, Beast Mode.
They just play straight up Rocket League. How Daniel with the follow through gets the center ball to
Version1, they're looking deadly here. 3 minutes to go. Rule 1, they're going to have to bounce back 2 goals or they will not get the victory. What can they do? Ross, a nice kickoff, but no one follows up. Beast mode in open net. What was this from Ross and Killers? A miscommunication of the ages here. Killers turns off the ball. Oh, an unfortunate time there from Killers. Dangerous situation now. 3 minutes still to go. Version1 up 3-0. Another kickoff goal opportunity. Daniel nearly scores. A nice save, but Beast Mode keeping this dangerous. Killers, a double tap from Beast Mode. Oh, not just quite. Just barely off target here. Killers getting it down the field. Rule 1 are looking the better here, but Rule 1 still have time. 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Oh, but a miss from Killers. Perhaps a fake. Ross nearly scores. Nice placement, but it's not quite enough. Oh, no, and there's a pinch. Dangerous down the other way, but Killers does get it away. Killers, what can he do? Off the sidewall. Hitting it towards Central. He does get it past 1. Can he get it past 2? No. Daniel with the save. This is perhaps one of the best 2v2s in the world. Beast Mode and Daniel. So we're going to need to see more out of Rule 1 here. What can they do?
And then hitting Rule 1 again and again on those counters.
A boom down the other way. What do they got in the tank? Daniel off the ceiling. To Rawas now, backing off here. Killers, a 50. Beast Mode, flip, reset, goal, no, saved by Rawas. Daniel, close one, but not quite.
Ruas with a trademark save, but how many of those has he made this tournament when he finds his team?
Nicely done here from Killers. Flip reset, but he can't get it in.
Gets the flip reset.
Both teams are looking deadly.
Waits for Ruas to go.
But Rule 1 are sitting down 3 goals. Version1, they don't need to be more deadly. They can just sit on this lead. A minute 30 to go. Rule 1, if they don't score soon, you're going to imagine they might not score at all.
Turn it into 0 is the answer, so not too much on that.
Daniel, a nice 50. Oh, Beast Mode is up. Not a lot to do there, though, and now Daniel has to make a save. But make a save he will. He sees it away to the sidewall. Now it's up off the ceiling, booming it down the field. Flip reset from Daniel. Can he get a goal? Not quite.
This is where Beast Mode comes in.
Beast Mode, oh, a nice 50. Flip reset potential, and he will! Beast Mode makes it a 4-goal lead. Version1 probably going to take this game. If you imagine up 3 games to 1, not something I expected, not something many expected, but they're looking more dominant in the series here.
And now V1 just have to get their hands on the ball one time in the next minute, and this one will be over. The fake kickoff will do just that.
Nicely done. Killers hits it up a long way. Can't quite get it done though. Rawas hits it a bit too high.
To go 3-2 ahead, 3-1 ahead, sorry.
Hey now, no need for insults in chat. Everyone in chat having Beast Mode scores another goal. I don't mean I need to talk about this too much. Hey guys, no insults in chat. Everybody here is arguing in good faith. Not even arguing. I shouldn't use the word argue. Everyone here is discussing in good faith. I trust that me and Jay, which is a discussion. Jay and me, you know, I can have a different opinion than Jay, but I respected it. He has a reason for what he's saying. You know, it's everyone here is saying, you know, their opinions. Not everyone is being respectful. That's all that matters. So don't be disrespectful, please, in the chat. Beast Mode, a nice carry, 50 by Rawas.
And they are doing it in such style. 5-0, Johnny. 5-0 against the Twins.
Oh, Killers may get a goal here, but another save. Daniel and Beast Mode are a brick wall. Rule 1 don't even get a single goal here. 15 seconds left. You imagine they won't.
They beat Roas and Clears in 2s in the group stage, but that was
it's looking deadly here.
That was a 1-goal game, if I
5-0. Daniel and Beast Mode, they are looking much the better. Can Rule 1 do anything in the final, potentially the final game if they don't? Will they do anything in Game 4? Game 5, actually. Sorry, this is Game 4.
A monumental improvement by V1.
Chance hit a double flip reset, but it hits ground. Version1 win. Guys, we are going into possibly the final game of the series. Version1 up 3 games to 1. A 3v3 is next, and if Version1 win, we have our Gamers8 champions.
It was let's be honest, a failure. Not making the final major, not making Worlds.
Gabriel,
Who
I
would've
thought there were
predicted that?
timeouts, but I'm not so sure anymore because I haven't seen a single team take a timeout.
Stayed grinding, and now here they find themselves on the cusp.
Jay is making a lot of points about Vitality.
Biggest prize pools in Rocket League history.
So, talking about the best player in the world, I don't think Zen's the best player in the world. But I do want to point out, and I've said this before, Crew Battle, I know ones, I think of ones is important, but if we're talking about best player in RLCS, you probably don't even care about ones, if I'm being completely honest. You just care about threes. And the threes games from this event do matter, but it has to be said they are just split up threes games. It's basically one game at a time at best. You're playing 4 3v3 games in a series at best. So, although these matches do matter, they don't matter too much to the best player in the world conversation unless you're just talking ones. And even then, okay, these aren't series of 1v1s. It is one 1v1 or two 1v1s. So, really tough to say who is the best player in the world when they only played a single game. Would you like a tournament that was a best of one 1v1 tournament? I think that's a competitive way to say who declare with certainty who is the best player in the world. You can use it as evidence, 100%. You can. You can discuss it all you want. It is very valuable info, but it's not enough to say with certainty who is the best player, in my opinion. Which is funny because there's a lot to be said about Crew Battle, but I feel like you really just only thing you compare Crew Battle to is Crew Battle. I don't think it really shows a lot about the best. It doesn't show the best of form for other players in other modes. I don't know if this is a timeout. Perhaps this is a timeout for Rule 1. I imagine, or sorry, yeah, Rule 1. I imagine they'd want to take a timeout. But again, we are one game away. Welcome anyone that's new. Perhaps the last game of the series, Version1 up 3 games to 1. 1 game away from winning this event. Daniel proving his move to Version1 wasn't in vain if they do win this. Here we are, getting into the 3v3, just about to begin. Nice framing of the ball there in the middle of the goal, in the trophy, right in the middle of the screen here.
A home crowd for Rule 1 who I hope will
Here
give
we
them the
are,
respect they deserve.
into the map, into the game. Calm gets the win on the kickoff, but Moslin will be there.
From this point onwards, they need to win 3s, then they need to win Version1's game mode choice.
Well, Jay, it's not heavily based on 2s. 2s and 1s get exactly the same amount of playtime unless teams pick 2s over 1s. But for the record, 2s and 1s effectively on the same amount of playtime. I'll see how many teams pick 2v2 over 1v1 after the fact, but we can check after the fact. If they pick more 2v2, that's probably possible in the playoffs. But in the group stages, it was equal 1v1 and 2v2. Based on that format. So, oh, Rawas gets a nice goal here. You know, Jay, I think you have a valid point. I would disagree to disagree, though. I do think Crew Battle changes things enough that you can't argue best player in the world, again, unless you're just sticking to the 3s games. Nice goal there from Rawas, and Rule 1 are going to need that early start. They got a nice early start here with 40 seconds into the game. You imagine, though, right, Version1 are going to bounce back here, so we're going to need to see more out of Rule 1. I want another goal. I want them to pile on the goals here. A chance, Rawas nearly gets the goal, but it is saved away by Version1. Again, you got to imagine Version1's going to get a goal here, so if you're Rule 1, you need to score again. Leaving it for Daniel. Daniel off the backboard, can't make contact. Beast Mode himself, double tap, potential, no. Tom now, he needs to step up as well. I was talking about him earlier. He is the player that when he's not playing well, his team loses. So if he starts to turn off in this series, that could be the difference maker. That could be what puts V1 in the dump and puts Rule 1 on top. And speaking of Rule 1 on top, Killers with a nice goal here. Rawas passed it straight over to his twin brother and gets the bump on Daniel. After bumping Daniel, nice and open for Killers. Well done, Killers. Well done, Rule 1. They're now up 2 goals. 2 goals to better here. We'll have to see who can take the victory here.
For Rule 1, they've taken the hard road.
Oh, a nice touch from a Rule 1 player. Unfortunately, they can't see it in, and now Version1 marching down the field the other way. Dangerous here, Calm, but he booms it right to Killers. Killers to Rawas. Rawas now on the offense on the other end here. What can Daniel do? Daniel pinches it off the corner, dancing around in the air with the ball. Will get a 50 here. Not a great one, but it does see Beast Mode with the ball. Now Daniel, another 50, another loss. Rawas all the way down the pitch. Oh, a bump from Rawas. Maybe an open net, but Mazin doesn't double down. He doesn't commit to the ball. Killers, oh, nearly a put back pass. Can't quite get it done. Mazen off the backboard. Killers, ooh, up in the ceiling. What can we get here out of Rule 1? Ross into the center. Dangerous shot from Version 1. Rule 1 seat away. Oh, but that one will go in. Beast mode forces the ball in there, and they get us a goal here. Again, we knew Version 1 were going to break the game eventually. You knew they were going to get a goal here. It happened with just about half the game to go. Rule 1, if they're going to win, they're going to need to hold on to this lead or score at least another goal here. Version 1 desperately trying to claw their way back and take the series now. They don't want to see a 1v1. They don't want to see a 2v2. They want to win the game here and now. Oh, Daniel scores it for Version 1, tying up the game here. What a goal. Calm to beast mode, sorry, and he leaves it for Daniel. What a pass. Passing play, all three players involved for Version 1. They may take the tournament. $600,000 for the winning team. Version 1 looking like they may take home the prize, may take home the trophy here. What can we do? What can they do here in this final game, potentially, of the series? Rule 1, though, they don't want it to be the final game. They want to bounce back. They can make this a series here if they take a second game. Both teams very close here. Daniel now with the ball, hitting it towards central. Beast mode, hitting it off the sidewall. Mazen to the backboard, but Calm is there. Calm now just choosing to air dribble the ball here. Can he beat Killers? Not quite. Now it's down the other way. Beast mode forced to make it touch. He misses the ball. Nearly a goal, but Ross can't quite get it.
In the chaos that often ensues after a kickoff.
Oh, a nice beat down the field by Ross. What can he do?
Any defensive mistakes at the other end.
Calm sends it out wide.
Calm. Oh, nicely done from Calm. Nearly done there by Rule 1. Sorry, nearly done in there with Rule 1, but they don't concede. And now, Ross back on the offense. Both teams getting good chances here, but Rule 1 will score. Will they? They will. Killers finally puts it in. Save after save out of Version 1, but Calm, he can't do it all himself. He gets 2 saves, but he needs some help here. No teammates are there for the save. Rule 1 now. They got a 1-goal lead, trying to force Game 6.
Version 1 have come back twice. Now they have to get the hat trick.
Beast mode in the air here. What can he do? He 50s it, but Ruas gets the save.
Ruas over the top of Daniel, but Ruas misses.
Oh, a little bit of a double commit there with Mazen. Killers now is going to need the ball. Beast mode forced to jump for this, and he does. Version 1 looking threatening here. They could easily tie this game right back up with a minute to go. They have enough time too. Rule 1 looking to stand strong here. Their defense has been talented, been strong, been solid, but they have conceded. Will they concede again, or will they hold the line? Killers trying to do more than hold the line. He's trying to score themselves another goal, an insurance goal. But it looks like Beast Mode's going to break right back out onto offense. Version 1 with 40 seconds on the clock. All the pressure on them to end the series here now. 1 goal to go. 30 seconds. It's a pass. Daniel to Beast Mode, but Ruas. Nice read from him. Calm now. A great touch down towards mid, down towards Beast Mode. He can't finish it. Daniel forced to 50. Calm now is going to need to make contact, but he can't. 20 seconds remain, and Ruas going for a flip reset double, and he does, but no! What a save. What a pinch, perhaps. Who knows? Daniel trying to score for his team. Version 1 could get the goal here. 8 seconds. Calm. Beast mode. It's off the side. It's off the backboard. Daniel, 4 seconds. He leaves it. Calm. Calm ties the game with 2 seconds. I can't believe it. Calm. He gets the goal for Version 1. Daniel with the brilliant leave. He fakes out all 3 players on Rule 1. They all dive at the ball, but none of them can get the save.
Rule 1 need to get a goal here. Will we see any last second drama?
Once again.
What a game, what a goal. Perhaps a golden goal chance here from Beast Mode, but Ross probably going to kill the ball. He does. Overtime, Version 1, if they win the series. Rule 1 need to win to stay alive. An open net, but no, it is a save there from Rawas. Dangerous stations, though. Oh, is that a pinch all the way down the field? Daniel does get a touch, though. I don't think it was quite on target. Dangerous, though. Version1 forced on the back foot now. Killers misses, but he gets the bump on the player. Beast Mode trying to beat one. He does. Can Calm finish it? No, Daniel can't quite get the goal. Calm now. Beast Mode, rather, with the ball. 50 it, but no. Killers will beat it downfield. Another 50, though, leaves Rule 1 in a bit of a sketchy spot here. They're going to have to get this downfield and down the field quickly, or they will get challenged by Version1. That's a nice 50, though. Rawas forced to make a 50, doesn't make contact. Daniel, a dangerous shot off target, but Daniel wants this one. He wants this victory here about a minute into OT. Either team, both teams, close game. What are we going to see here out of either side? Mazen, will he be the one to end the game? Not quite. Oh, but it will be a Rule 1 player, but no! What a save! Beast Mode getting crazy on the defense there. A goal line stop for another time. Version1, they'll let nothing in here in this overtime. Or will they? Here we go. Daniel now actually back on the offense. Rule 1 forces to save. Calm, bumping. Is it open for Beast Mode? It is! Beast Mode wins Gamers8 2023. Version1, they have done it. They have taken down the Rule 1. They have taken down Rule 1, taken down the MENA champions. The crowd has been silenced. Version1 winning their first ever international LAN Grand Finals, and the lion's share of the $2 million prize. The Gamers8 trophy will go to Version1. Daniel, everyone's known he's been a prodigy since he joined RLCS just about 2 years ago. Here he is in his first LAN championship. Calm, a player some thought would never win a championship here, just as well as his two teammates. And then Beast Mode, probably the best player on this team. Beast Mode proving it that his time in RLCSX on the top of North America was not a fluke. Beast Mode is one of the best players, not just in North America, but in the world. Well done for Version1. It has to be said, a disappointing end for Rule 1. They shouldn't be disappointed, though. Here we go. Version1 lifting the trophy. What a finish for them. What a victory for this team. Well played, Version1. They are champions of Gamers8 2023. And it has to be said again, a disappointing end for Rule 1, but they should be proud to have made it to their first Grand Finals. Hopefully the first of many for them. And again, it all starts with one. Now, Falcons now meet Rule 1 have made these international Grand Finals, and the more the merrier. The more MENA is in these situations, eventually they will get their first championship. Chat going crazy. Some people got it right, some people got it wrong. Either way, what a finish here. We're going to listen into this final interview and then end up the stream. But what a performance. Unexpected. I was wrong here on this one. I'm going to have to talk about this one in a future stream, because what a play, what a performance from Version1. My 10th ranked power ranked team coming out and winning the entire event.
Version1 since 2020. Feels like the time has just flown by. You certainly made your mark on this grand final. Just talk about the emotions you're feeling right now.
Feeling ecstatic. So proud of the boys. I mean, everybody showed up. We all played phenomenal in this final. Just so proud of them, proud of myself. It really means the world to come out here. Wow.
Phenomenal loss for words. Incredible performance from him.
خلاص تم تتويجهم الجراند تشامبيونز لجيمرز 8 راكت ليج. السؤال الاول سالناه نتكلم عن مشاعره ويحاول انه يوصفها في هذه اللحظه. يقول مشاعري صراحه انا ما اقدر اوصفها. انا جدا فخور في التيم اللي معاي وجدا فخور ان قدرنا نوصل للحظه هذه, خصوصا انه كامز هو كان اكثر واحد.
What do you guys think, man? What a series. What a showing from these two teams. Again, Rule 1 put a lot in. I'm glad Calm, they highlighted Calm was a major part of that win. All the 3v3s. Beast Mode, though, probably the biggest impact player. I saw someone say Beast Mode best player in the world. Perhaps he may be. But again, he showed it at the World Championship, which is very interesting to know. They didn't qualify for the World Championship. You have to imagine that was, who knows how it would have been if it had gone any other way. Unfortunately, they do lose. Welcome to any new viewers. I know we just gained a bunch of viewers. Version1 have taken home the championship. They beat Rule 1. They win the Gamers8 2023 They are champions. Unexpected, something I didn't expect. But you gotta admit, Daniel, Beast Mode, Calm, all incredible players, and especially in the case of Beast Mode, what a performance, standout performance. Standout across the board here. And we're going to see, they're probably going to ask Daniel a couple questions. Let's see here, last few interview questions here, and then we'll move on. And just like wrap up the stream. A really great tournament. One I'm glad we got to watch here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know a lot of people are disappointed. I don't think we had very many V1 fans at all.
Look, you've had high expectations on your shoulders from the very beginning, whether you've been with Space Station, now here with Version 1.
He does have high expectations.
How has the leadership of Coach Fireburner and your teammates here helped you overcome adversity through these past few months?
Oh, go ahead, take it.
Let's see here. What do they got from Daniel? He's
Calm, Fireburner, and Beast Mode have definitely helped a lot. Well, whenever stuff goes wrong in game, we always pick each other up and help each other. So they've definitely helped a lot. And yeah.
They've helped a lot, that's all he said. Nice there from Daniel. Saying a few words. Yeah, one person cheered for Daniel. Suspect, indeed. 2 people in the crowd cheered, said Mystic. I heard one person yell Dan's name, that's pretty much it.
All right, hey, Coach, come over here for a moment.
Jay says NA1
This has been a long time coming for you, right? I mean, this journey with you with Version 1, I mean, this is the highest
You know what's interesting, Jay, is who is North America 1 seed? Because I know you're probably going to say Version 1, but I want to reiterate that they did not make the spring majors. They did not just not, it's not that they weren't the best team in North America, it's that they weren't even top 5.
Feels like forever.
And
yeah, no, I couldn't be more proud.
It's really hard. It's just really hard to reconcile the difference here. I think that they
went through a lot of ups, a lot of downs, especially most recently, right? We missed out on the major worlds
because there has been a gap of time since the end of the spring
split. We knew that was the right choice. We have full faith in
Dan.
But
yeah, it's really this is just it puts a wrench
keeping
in
his head up.
Sure.
I know the ones games didn't go as planned, but he took it like
especially
a champ.
since we're about to hit roster mania, so I really have no idea. Thankfully, I don't think I have to pick. I don't think we're going to need to know who's anyone until after roster mania. So I'll figure it out after roster mania. I'm glad the crowd is cheering for them when clapping anyway. Not cheering. Nicely done. I think that's going to be the end of the broadcast, so I am probably going to turn it off right there. I appreciate Sax and Fancy. I think they did an excellent job, the both of them, on being stage hosts. And that's pretty much going to bring us to a close here. For one last time, I'm going to update here, and we'll see the results here. Version 1, a dominant win over RL1, 4 games, 2-1. Yeah, there were some overtimes, well, just the final one, really, that RL1 lost. A lot of close games, but there were some not so close games, like the 5-0 and 2v2. So, well played to RL1. They deserve that grand final appearance, but they can't quite put it together. Jay says crew battle is the best way to determine the best team in the world, not 3v3s. Well, Jay, that's a whole different thing. So if we're talking about actually saying who is the best team at being good at Rocket League, maybe crew battles. But that's the unfortunate reality, or I think of it as unfortunate, because I would prefer if we did some extra modes in RLCS. But the way it works in RLCS is it's just 3s. So honestly, the 2v2 and 1v1 stuff and how good you are at them don't even matter for saying the best. Because when I say best Rocket League team in the world, I mean the best professional Rocket League team in the world. And professional Rocket League is mostly, almost entirely, I should say, RLCS. And RLCS is going to be the most important, tournament series for the rest of all time, unless Psyonix changes things. So, given that RLCS is only 3v3, I think that is the best way to determine the best team in the world. But if you're just talking about pure Rocket League skill, maybe crew battle. And the only problem with crew battle is I think it would be better to run something like Fusion. If you don't know, there was an old tournament called Fusion. I will pull it up. Because Fusion ran 3 separate tournaments. They basically ran a 3v3, a 2v2, and a 1v1 tournament. And I'm going to be completely honest, that is the way you determine the best teams in the world. Wait a second. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Fusion tournament. Here, let me go this way. For the this one, Johnny Boy Fusion. Here we go. This tournament, Fusion Tournament Series, ran by Johnny Boy, paid out prize pool buy-in Civic. This is the one where Sandrock got top 3 all the way back in the day. And the way this tournament worked, I believe there was a North American version and a European version, is there was a 3v3 bracket, a 2v2 bracket, and a 1v1 bracket. And that's the way you should be doing these crew battle. Like, I like crew battle. I like it the way it is. But this is a more competitive... This is actually showing who's best. Because there's a big difference between a series and a single 1v1. Let's look at the 1v1s here. Look at this. Solary, who I don't remember was playing for Solary. I believe it was Exotic. Ocala versus Exotic. This went the distance in games best of 7. Yeah, the winner of the first game did win, but we can find a series here where the winner of the first game did lose eventually, if I look hard enough. Here, Dignitas, this was a reverse sweep. So you're telling me that these best of 1s in the crew battles are important, and they are. But this is a prime example of why a best of 7 in 1v1 is a much better way to tell who's the better player. Apparently, Jack beat Jorias in a reverse sweep in 1v1. If you just play 1 game or just 2 games, Jorias looks like a much better player, but when you play this best of 7, it goes the other way. And that is why, in part, why I don't think crew battle is the best format to say who is the best team in the world, because it's too short. The series are too short, even in best of 7. You really would prefer to see something like this, where you had a 1v1, a 2v2, and a 3v3 with the same teams. These are teams of 3 or 4 players with the sub. 3 players playing these 3 modes. And again, back in the day, this was Sandrock, this was Ocala versus Furry Peak. This was the legendary series. I believe this was the legendary series where Furry Peak said, or Ocala, it was Furry Peak said, be careful or whatever. Really fun one. 16-second overtime to end it. But this just goes to show you, another one where the first game went to Ocala, but he did lose the series, and it all came down to 1 goal. So a lot of these teams, very close. Fusion must come back. I would like it to come back, but it was a Johnny Boy thing. I don't know if it will. Who won MVP? Oh, good question. Let me turn back. I don't know if they announced
so much improvement is maintaining that mindset.
I don't know if they announced it, so we'll stick around. We'll try and see who won MVP Igor. I don't know for sure. I believe it should be Beast Mode, but I have no idea.
Not finding their teammates or not being that player that is so
only happy about the toxic ones being silenced. All right, Mystic. Fair enough. What is 3 different teams win 3 different categories? Who decides the teams are the best? So Jay, the way this one worked, I'm gonna go back to it, is it was a point system, which isn't perfect, but you earned a certain amount of points for each finish. You win 12 points if you got first place in a category, 7 points if you got second, 3 points for making top 4. And they ultimately tallied the points, and Vitality won 2 out of the 3 categories, so they won the whole event, and they got second in the 3rd category. Oxygen didn't even get a win in 1v1, but they did get first and second in the other 2 categories. Meanwhile, Sandrock went winless, but they got 1 second place, so they got 3rd overall. So, you could do it a lot of different ways, but that's the way he chose to do it. Not a terrible format, in my opinion. I'm not saying it's the objectively better. I'm just saying I don't think a crew battle is the best format because it's too short. The series are too short. You're playing 1 2v2 or 1 1 1v1. That's not enough. And then the 3v3s, you're only playing potentially 4. That's not enough either.
Okay, sure. Hey, well, I do.
Is it alright if you do Discord perms? Yeah, I will after I stop the stream. Although obviously I might forget, but I should do it right after this stream.
To mind games faking, being in your opponent's head.
Mind games is the play of the game. Wow, nice there from Beast Mode. Hopefully they announce the MVP soon. I assume it will be soon.
The whole team getting involved. Another B mode fake to Daniel.
And go ahead, I'm sorry.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, exactly, Ashton. If it isn't Beast Mode, I don't know what to say either.
And that's the note.
We'll see how it goes.
They kept faking and faking and faking. Even in once.
I hope you guys enjoyed. I enjoyed the stream. Obviously, a close one, but disappointing one for a lot of people. But all in all, a fun event. I had fun. I enjoyed it. I think people like to make sweeping statements all the time anyway, which is totally fair. I think if you're... I just don't want to do too much recency bias and say this one tournament is the end-all be-all. Because if you combine it with the other tournament, I think you still come out with Vitality, BDS, Falcons, and who probably even Rule 1 above V1, which sounds crazy to say. V1 just won the tournament. But when you didn't even qualify for the World Championship, it is really hard to put them as the best team in the world. I think there's quite a few teams that I would still put over them. But I understand. You're definitely not crazy to be saying that, Jay. So you're definitely welcome to agree to disagree.
But then when you do a rematch,
Yeah,
like,
Jay, I agree.
the
It's
vengeance
probably gonna
from
be beast
V1's
mode.
a
I'm
little
probably
different.
gonna actually just end stream, but
Rule
I'll
1,
keep
and they were playing
audio
great
going
the whole
maybe.
time, but they didn't increase the
But
level.
I'm probably
I
gonna
think
end
that's
it
the
here.
difference
Let me
with
quickly
V1.
check if it's been
Every single
updated on
time,
Gamers8
a little
on
bit
their
better, a little bit
Wikipedia
better.
page, which I doubt, but you
Something's
never
not
know.
working, we're gonna fix it. We're gonna get better.
Nope,
And,
it's
I mean,
not on
that's
Wikipedia yet.
a crew battle for you. It's not easy to do that in those situations
Let
because
me,
you're changing game mode every
we'll
single time, and
we'll
they
swap
were
it over
able,
though.
to find a way to just
Yeah,
improve
Kirby, V1 won. They got the
Well,
victory.
hey, for V1, I think there was one player in particular
Here
that
we
we've
go.
been talking about a lot, and of course,
We'll end the
he's gonna
stream
end up
like
being
this.
Our tournament MVP.
Okay,
Kid
never mind, never
MVP
mind.
Going to beast mode. Who do you think it's going to
They
be?
announced beast mode, sorry.
Is exactly his name, and that's
All right,
what
they
he
announced
went
it.
in this
They announced it.
tournament. He got
Here we go.
asked to
Now we'll
step
end the
up.
stream. Not instantly, but we're wrapping up the stream. Thank you guys. Thank you everyone for showing up. I had a fun time. I appreciate all my viewers. Beast Mode 1. Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate it. I'll be back streaming probably Thursday at 8:30 Eastern time. But if you're in the Discord, which you should be in Discord if you want, to be notified, I'll be telling you there. Quote of the day. Quote of the day. What's a good one? Sometimes the only way to move forward or score a goal is to pass it back. So sometimes you got to take a step back to, go forward. There's the quote of the day related to Rocket League. I hope you guys enjoyed again. Let me see if we met our goal. I don't think we did. We're at 340 right now. Yeah, we stayed at 340, but I appreciate everyone that is subscribed. You guys are awesome. And yeah, I think that'll be it for now. So I appreciate all support. I'll see you guys in the next stream. Have a good one.